Coming at you from the Steel City, you're listening to Poor Man's Podcast, Pittsburgh's premier comedy podcast. Your weekly dose of humor, hosted by Chris Hopper and with a new special guest each week. And here's your host, Chris Hopper. Woo! Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Poor Man's Podcast. I'm your host, Chris. Along with me this week, I'm so blessed to have the return of Shaylee, baby Shay. How are you this week?
Couldn't be better, Chris. Couldn't be better.
Based on the stories you've told me before the show, I beg to differ, but we'll get back to that. Also joining us this week, we have a friend of the show returning and with a new news segment tonight. We have Danii Kaufman. Danii, how are you this week?
I am lovely. So happy to be here, Chris.
We're happy to have you. You just did, you know what? I'm going to introduce the last guest, and then we're going to get back into that because I'm going to, I'm going to keep going on. Now, this is one of the bigger episodes of every month, one of the more favorite episodes. We have Michelle from Pittsburgh Foodie Girls. Michelle, yay.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Wonderful. How are you doing?
Doing great.
There we go. That's for everybody. I couldn't find it.
I got the applause.
It sounds like it's for just Michelle.
Thank you.
That's all right. It's fine. It's fine.
There we go.
We get it. We get it.
I'm happy with the applause.
I was trying to turn it off.
I was going to say, how long is it? It just goes on forever.
It does. That's how much people are excited to have you on the show this week, Michelle.
I'm happy to be here.
Now, you have some of the best events from, or the best places in Market Square this week, right?
That's right. Market Square still has the People's Market going on for Christmas through the 24th. So we're going to talk about if you're down there with your family, where you can grab a bite to eat, with the family or with your significant other, and some other things down there that are going on.
Absolutely. There's some really interesting things and some really fun things down there, and I'm interested to hear what you have to say about all of that. But Shay, we're going to start it out with the rundown. The rundown bell, everybody. Actually, Danii, while I'm doing all this, you did a couple open mics from 565 recently. Can you tell us about it?
I have. It's a really good room. I love this room, and it's very good for open mic comedy. And there's been some really good crowds. It's a little weird. The one week it was like a 70-year-old's birthday party.
You're like the third person to come on and tell us. Mark Shimkits, we had Dustin Dowling, and then you're the third person who said they came down here and it was like just a random birthday party.
Well, and I came late because I had another podcast that night. So I got here super late, and I think it was dispersing. So it was very weird. It was a weird vibe.
Well, who was the last person to talk about it? They said that because there was still things left on the tables that nobody would sit over here.
I think it was Dustin.
Everybody was on that side.
Everyone was on that side. There was one table of a young couple, and that was kind of it. So I'm telling dating jokes and nobody's fucking laughing. And I'm like, okay, all right, I'm gonna go.
I see the crowd tonight. Cool.
Yeah, okay, bye.
You better make it very specific for the two people watching me.
Yeah, I had no
or
jokes,
all about the 70-year-old's family.
Yeah.
Which I need to brush up on that material. I didn't prepare,
Wasn't ready.
But no, it's nice to, did anybody from the birthday party stick around for the comedy, or was it just awkward?
I think that the birthday boy was still there because he told me I had great energy when I walked off the stage. I'm like, thank you. Thank you so much.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, I'm going to leave now.
It beats not having good energy, I suppose.
It's very true. Very true.
You were a little off tonight. That was kind of boring.
Right. I'm not sure. Have you watched me before?
Happy birthday. Thank you.
Right. Happy 70th.
Die soon.
We're not so happy 70th. Not so happy 70th after your set, Danii.
Oh my god.
But no, we have a great show. We have, like I said, we have Michelle. She's doing the best places in Market Square. We have the beers of the week like we always do. There's a couple Christmas ones this week or winter ones, which honestly, if I'm being truthful, winter is kind of my least favorite season for beers.
It's gross.
Yeah. Mine's not winter at all. Mine straight is summertime.
Yours isn't, but when I went to go get them today, I saw that one and it jumped out to me.
Oh, I absolutely
for you, Shay.
love it.
It's a sour. Oh, you do? Have you tried it?
No, but I love the way it looks. I'm glad you picked it for me.
Okay, good. Yeah.
It is.
That's what I mean. I like it. I was thinking about drowning.
Are those? What are those on there? Are
I
those?
think that they're the
inner tubes,
the inner tubes.
Oh, is that what they are?
Almost like a donut look-alike. See, you got the donut, the watermelon. Oh. This one looks like it could be like a bowl of cereal.
Yeah,
you
maybe.
got Cocoa Puffs in there.
Very
maybe.
cute. Okay.
But yeah, that's definitely an inner tube. That's
I
definitely
don't know
an inner
why
tube.
I
This is
assumed
like
they were
bubbles.
donuts. I thought they were all donuts, but now looking at them, I've never seen a donut that looks like
probably-
anything. Maybe
this
I just
one.
looked at the one.
You probably looked
Yeah.
at that one. That is the first one that I seen. I would have assumed too.
Well, I can't wait to find out what you have to say about it, Shay.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. It's a cream ale. I'll tell you guys about it later.
But like I said, we also have stuff to do in Pittsburgh. This is the final show for Poor Man's Podcast and stuff to do in Pittsburgh for the year until January, obviously. January, we have a bunch of big shows. We have Chad from I'll Call You Right Back podcast. We have Aaron Kleiber coming back in. I was just talking to him earlier today, literally like an hour ago. So he's going to come back in when he can. He's getting some surgery done on his foot. So when he's free, we're going to have him back in.
We feel like everybody's having a foot problem right now.
I told you, Shay, and now if you're watching the video, which you should, although you can't see it in this frame right now,
Why do you keep looking at
Shay's a croc queen.
Those
Shay,
are
yeah, hold that
beautiful.
up. Oh my God. Shay, I can't wait for it to come up on this camera because the way you're holding it, the framing,
Is it
it's
glistening?
beautiful. It's beautiful, Shay.
Like, are you selling for QVC right
God,
now?
Oh my God.
Give the little.
Buy me more of these.
You say that, but there's
There
a
you go.
whole thing on this app where we could sell stuff live, Shay.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
well, guess what? I'm just
Yeah, look at that,
there it
man.
is.
Shay, wait for the turn.
did
Wait for the.
good.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Bravo.
Very good.
I did very well. Wow. These Crocs are literally the best thing that's ever happened to me.
But Shay, yeah, I just bought a pair of Crocs because I work in a restaurant and actually I played in a turkey bowl and I'm pretty sure I tweaked my knee that I formerly tore the ACL in, and I've been
sense.
wearing like really shitty, like I thought they were decent because I got Under Armour shoes from like Sam's Club and I was like, oh, these are decent. They're the worst fucking shoes I've ever had. I can't less recommend them.
Can't
But
recommend them enough.
Yeah, I can recommend them enough. I can recommend them at a very small bit. But I got these Crocs, and already my shoes are so much better, Shay. My
feet are better?
my knee is better.
What body part are we talking?
My knee got
leg,
messed
your
up.
foot, your knee.
Dude,
So
everything
this
got
is the
messed up.
first time you've ever wore Crocs.
Yes,
Yeah. And you what color did you get? Black?
I got black. I had to
And you
wear
got
them
the
at work.
regular
Yeah.
Crocs.
Yeah, no, I don't have any
basic ones.
things on them.
No gibbets.
Is that what they're called, gibbets?
We'll have to call you. Yeah, we'll have to get you some gibbets.
What?
We can get you like food
Gibbets
related ones.
sounds like the name of a fat rapper. Like Outkast
Yo,
featuring
bring
Gibbets.
out MC
Yeah.
Gibbets.
Yeah, man. It's like Killer Mike's son or something. I don't know.
He's like also a turkey.
We're gonna have to get you some. That you can get like restaurant related ones. It could be a total like what's that called? Like a where you like talk about
What
it.
is a
Like
restaurant?
like a
Why?
piece.
There's like
You know what I'm
spats
talking
on it.
about? Where you like talk like that one you have that one
Non-slip?
piece that you can talk about with people.
Wait.
Yeah.
Talking piece? Is
that
that
what
dumb?
it is? Is it a
that what
talking
it is?
piece?
Wait, what the fuck?
I think so.
Like like in your house you have that one thing in your
Yeah,
house
like
where
a
people-
conversational thing.
A
yeah.
conversation piece.
Yeah,
Okay.
conversation. Talking piece. Okay.
That was close.
Less
That was
classy.
close.
It's fine.
It's all right.
I
got
feel
it.
like talking pieces all said the same thing. It's a
Yeah.
okay. Shay,
Be a
let's get
conversation piece.
Conversation piece.
Conversation.
Yes.
Conversation piece.
okay. Am I in a different reality right now, Shay? Okay, keep going. What about your conversational piece?
No, we have
slash
to get
talking
you
piece.
gibbets.
Oh
That'll be your conversation piece
No.
at the restaurant.
no,
I'm gonna buy some for
That'd
you.
be so nice.
dude.
for
I
you.
used
They're
to
gonna be so
to
cute.
make the desserts in there. I'm the pastry.
You can
chef,
get
man.
pastry gibbets.
I don't want people to look at my shoes, man. They look like I'm wearing clogs around a restaurant,
Grow
man.
up. Crocs are amazing.
But I did.
I'm
I
proud.
joined the army, the Croc army, man.
The Croc Army.
Do you wear them with or without socks?
I wear them with.
God.
Dude, I can't
Are
have
they
my
furry
my.
lines?
No.
Are they
Is
furry
that a
lines?
no?
No, you have
They're-
to wear them
They have
with.
some that are furry
Okay, I was
lines.
gonna say I feel
Oh,
like
no.
that's yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Without socks is so
I
gross.
have to at work, especially.
Oh,
I can't have my
yeah.
weird like heel hanging out while I'm serving halibut, man. Like you don't want to see my feet. Not that my feet are gross, but feet in general are kind of gross,
Well,
and I don't
yeah,
want to
and
see it
at
while
a
I'm eating, man.
restaurant. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
So
agree.
you wear the
I
black
agree.
socks with the black Crocs. I even have the. That sounded like something Giblet would rap about, or Gibbet, or whatever the hell it was.
Gibbets.
I see. Well, you said the turkey thing, and it threw me
Yeah,
off.
that's what
on
I
that.
thought of instantly.
Oh, giblets.
But you have your strap going forward, Shay. I got mine with the support in the back.
Oh, that makes sense though. You should because you do a ton of walking.
I'm turning corners, man. I'm carrying trays. Who
no,
knows,
no, no,
man?
no. I have mine right in the front, and I have my gibbets on the strap. Which I do want to say I've never seen anybody put them on the strap before.
Very fashion forward of you.
Thank
I
you.
love it.
Danny, let me ask you this about gibbets on a Croc.
Yeah.
If you were to put anything on a Croc, or anything really,
Yeah.
would you have it facing outward for for the other people
look at
to
mine.
view?
Oh shit!
Don't
Or
Okay.
would you
I feel
make
like I'm
it?
biased.
Don't
Or
look
would
at
you
mine.
make it so only you could? They were facing you.
Okay, so I feel like it's like the tattoo rule. So if you get a tattoo, you want it to face you.
Oh.
So I would have it face
Shay. Just so we're clear, she's not the fucking judge. Okay. I just wanted to know. If you don't
Michelle,
agree
what
with
would
me,
you
then
say?
you're
I
wrong.
totally agree. Have to be facing you because if it's your
Fucking
shoe,
woman power
if it's
in
your
this house
gibbet
right
or whatever
now.
it's called,
Yeah,
be looking
that's
at you.
like me
You wanna
wearing a
enjoy it.
shirt
Right.
with the logo upside down. So when I look at it, it makes sense.
It's not the
No,
same thing.
it's not the same.
I knew from the beginning you'd team up on me the whole time, so it doesn't even matter what I have to
This is my
say.
favorite episode.
So we have stuff to do in Pittsburgh. We have news with Danii. You know what? I have a couple. Shay, if you look at the screen in front of you, you can see I have Pittsburgh Foodie Girls. We have stuff to do in Pittsburgh. And then that third one, it's a menorah. Happy Hanukkah, anyone listening, Jewish.
Happy Hanukkah.
But look at that freaking menorah. Every menorah you think, and I'm going to pop this
Yeah,
up.
I've never. I
Okay.
wouldn't have thought
Like
that
one
it
of
was
these
a
guys.
menorah just
Yeah.
by looking at it.
It's
There-
awesome. It's really
Yeah.
pretty.
There's
It is
some really
cool.
cool ones. I saw one. There's like some moose antler kind of things almost. There's a couple different things. You know what? I'm going to pop it up on the screen so you can see it in a couple seconds. But Shay, some of these are really cool. It's like it's like an art thing. Do you see that? It's like a bunch of different levels, like
Is it
like
glass?
a tree almost.
Is it glass?
I'm going to bring it up for you.
There are
so.
glass ones though. You said that like people like etch stuff in, right?
Yeah, so it's like I said, it's going to come up in 1 second. It almost looks like an ocean. I don't know anything about it. I roughly know, the 8 nights of Hanukkah and things like that. And I'm sure they represent something. But just aesthetically, from somebody who doesn't know, some of these are like work of arts anymore. So I have one coming up. You'll see it on the screen in 1 second. It's like an ocean wave with the candles up there. I feel like it's like a piece you could use any point of the year in your house. I can't slow down anymore. There we go. There we go.
My God,
Yeah, very pretty.
I could not
I
have filled
wouldn't-
time more. There
I
we go. I'm
would-
so
I
glad
know.
the
That
picture
was
finally
good.
came up, man.
I wouldn't look at that and be like, that's for Hanukkah
Yeah.
at all.
It's really
I would
pretty.
never think that.
No.
I would literally think it was just like a normal. I was watching myself. A normal.
Shay,
normal
you could put
candle
that in
holder.
your bathroom or something,
Yeah,
right?
oh,
And like it's a
yes.
very zen thing.
It is a
is.
very. I literally when you said bathroom, I automatically thought in a hot tub,
Dude.
lights off,
Oh,
candles
yeah.
lit.
But you got a
Yes.
bath bomb, maybe.
Oh my goodness!
Look at this one. It looks
See,
like.
the different colored candles kills it. Like
I
I,
know.
Yeah.
love that.
That's so pretty.
Same.
That's nice.
So that's what I was saying. Like I don't know anything about it, but it looks kind of cool.
The aesthetic, 100. We love it.
Like
this is
so-
definitely all year round. You're right.
right. That's what I'm saying. That
sure.
would look super cool.
Until someone who celebrates Hanukkah comes in, they're like, she's disrespectful.
Just roll their eyes at us.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Piece of
Well,
shit.
maybe it's like having. And now maybe I'm speaking completely out of turn. And then anybody watching this, I'm gonna have a Christmas thing come up. It's from. Have you ever seen the Santa Claus? Have you, Michelle?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Danii, have you seen Santa
With
Claus?
Tim Allen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Because the picture's gonna come up. So I feel like maybe the menorah all year. Like I feel like a Christmas tree all year would be kind of cool. Nobody
oh my God,
does that.
I plan on
Okay.
doing mine.
No,
So,
I
like,
totally did that.
This
Oh,
is the
did you?
very
Yeah.
first year that
What
I've
is-
ever had a
what is
Christmas
this?
tree.
Okay.
And I'll be changing it.
Okay, so anybody watching, like I said, anybody listening, go back and watch because you'll get a visual, so you know exactly what we're
That's
talking
what it
about.
looked like
Now
inside of Chris's cup when he drank it.
the picture in front of you is from the movie The Santa Claus. Okay.
Okay.
And
Okay.
you see CD. Okay.
Yeah.
Now a lot of people would think compact disc, especially this coming out in '94 or whenever it came out. Now what this actually stands for is a cookie/cocoa dispenser.
Oh.
Now, Shay, I want to know, and I don't expect you to have the answer.
I won't. Go ahead.
It's 2022. We saw Back to the Future 2, excuse
Yeah.
me, okay? They go from 85 to what, 2015? There's flying cars, there's Jaws 7 or whatever. We still don't have a cocoa and cookie dispenser in our cars, man?
I agree. Hey, that's in the car.
That's in Santa's sleigh or whatever,
Okay,
man.
so that's why there's dials and buttons and stuff at the bottom.
Yes.
Because it's in the
so
car.
the
That
thing at the
makes
bottom
sense to me.
is the fresh cookie coming out. You can see in this
But
one right
those
here. Those
cups,
are
though.
the
Those
pewter mugs,
I
man.
love the cups.
Now, if you look real closely, there's a reindeer on it, and the engravings on it: Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen,
Presser.
Comet, Cupid, Donner,
Blitzen.
Listen.
But do you recall?
all of them. The most famous of them all. Who is it?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Now, the one thing I will remember. This is gonna take such a tangent, Shay. Michelle, have you seen Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer movie?
I have.
Have we gotten your opinion on Donner yet?
I don't know. Maybe I voted. when you guys-
Donner is a super dick. Danii, have you seen this either?
Donner's an asshole.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Rudolph has his nose. He's a star. He saves the day. He saves Christmas for everybody, especially Santa, but in turn, everybody else there.
Right.
They just want to poo-poo him the whole time. They want to kick him to the side. No reindeer games. He almost gets eaten by the abominable snowman, man. He goes to the island of misfit toys. All for naught, man. He's a hero. And Donner, I blame Donner and Mrs. Donner really for letting it happen.
Agreed.
Although it's really on Donner. He's number one. But you know what? She
Total
lets
piece
it
of shit.
slide, man. Step in. They throw dirt on his nose. It's not,
not
the
cool.
time of the year for that. F Donner.
Well, you're
That's
making
what
me
I say.
swaying me for sure then.
But anyway, Shay, one of these days I want to see this cocoa and coffee dispenser. This is how I spent my day figuring out stuff to talk about. I'm so glad Michelle has some interesting stuff to talk about in Market Square.
I want those
Not as
cups,
interesting
like,
as that. That was-
immediately.
Same. Like, where do we find those?
those
Can
cups
someone
are,
either
like,
make
nice.
them?
Yeah.
Is it on Etsy?
Right.
Probably
Is it on
Amazon.
Etsy?
Everything's on Amazon.
Amazon.
If it's not on
Oh my
Amazon, it
God,
doesn't
those-
exist.
How about it?
Those need to be got.
Yeah, dude,
We need them.
They're
Yeah.
so freaking cool, man.
Immediately.
I agree.
Shay,
Yeah.
Danii, Michelle, let's do the beer so we can get into Michelle's stuff because she has so many awesome pictures. And as we were talking about, Shay and I went to 565 Grill upstairs. I don't know if I said that. Did I say we were at 565 Live? I forgot to say it. There's music on Friday, Saturday, stand-up comedy. See Danii disappoint 70 people. Or not 70 people. 70-year-olds. with her lack of energy. No, I'm
Yes.
kidding.
I'm
Apparently,
awful.
yeah. Everybody listening that night said she had great energy.
Great energy. Jokes.
Which is always true for Danii.
You know
She always
what?
has
You know
great
what's
energy.
awesome? It shows a lot to have great energy knowing you have two people and then a bunch of people who aren't listening.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
You got to make
Keep it
them.
up.
You took some guy that was from a birthday party and he noticed you, which I'm saying this as a joke kind of, but I'm also very serious. Like if you could get up here and get people who don't give a shit to give a shit, that's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
That's very
agreed.
fair.
Yeah.
Very fair.
So Shay, you wanna kick off with your beer?
Absolutely. So mine's called Creek Crusher.
Okay.
It's a cream ale. It has a lot of words in here. I don't know. So it says brewed with American barley, flake maize, and NZ Matuka hops.
Oh shit.
I think
I
it's
don't know what any of that means
fancy.
either.
Yeah, it's
Very
actually
fancy.
really, really good. It still has like the beer taste. So if you kind of like that, like not harsh, but like just like that hoppy taste, it has that. But it also has a good aftertaste. It's a little bit sweet, which I like. I can't tell the color of it. It looks like it could be dark, but I think it's like 4 point something.
Okay.
4.8. It's a 4.8. It's really good though. I like it.
All right. Michelle, have you tried yours yet?
I did try it. This is Bells and Jingle Space from Cinderlands, and it's a tart shake. It's also, it's unfiltered, it's unpasteurized, keep cold and drink fresh. And it does have a pretty cool label, if anybody could see the label on that.
That's so cute.
It's cute for Christmas, right? So that's how I picked it because I'm not a huge beer drinker. I did give this a taste already. Maybe I can do it again.
While she's tasting it, excuse me, was it Cinderlands that does it? Yeah, Cinderlands.
It's Cinderlands.
They make another one. I think it's just called Tart Shake in Space or something like that. So they make another one, and I think this is like a seasonal variety.
This is
of
their Bells and
the original one. Yeah, so I think this is kind of like a play off the other.
So this one has like a cranberry puree. It says pomegranate puree, milk, sugar, and Madagascar vanilla bean. And the first time, well,
It does sound like it'd be really good.
the first time I tasted it, I wasn't very hot on it, but yeah, it's not bad. I think it's better than some of the IPAs I've had for sure. So it's something a little bit different. I don't think I'd buy it again, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
Will you be able to finish the whole thing?
No, probably not. And
Okay.
it is 6.2% alcohol per
And
volume.
it tastes like it.
It
It tastes strong.
It is pretty strong.
Yeah.
It's pretty strong. But like I said, I can taste the tartness now, and it's not as bad as the first drink, which was kind of shocking. But, I would probably put this somewhere at the bottom of
Yeah.
my favorite list.
Well,
they
that's
can.
fair. They can't all be great. And like I was saying before you even tried yours, like for me personally, winter beers are kind of my least favorite. Like I like a summer beer. I love a fall beer, but like I like some of these hazy IPAs. So there's some really nice summer ones. I love the pumpkin ones in the fall, but like the winter ones with the porters and the stouts and stuff. I like a Christmas ale occasionally. So like I did try to find some Christmas ones. Danii and I both have one from Trogs. So Danii, I'll let you discuss yours first.
Which I love Trogs. If you get a chance to go to their brewery, go in Hershey. It's amazing. Blizzard of Hops. It's a winter IPA, and it is 6.4%. I don't know that I've ever had a winter IPA.
Oh, really?
I don't think so.
This one, I picked this out. I've had this one before. It's pretty good. It's one of the ones that for Christmas beer, it's a little bit lighter. It's easier to drink.
Yeah, that's definitely lighter. It's not like super heavy.
Yeah, some of these, they're like 8.4 or whatever. Yeah.
We can do a trade.
Do you like it?
I like
You
it.
like it?
Yeah. I feel like I would drink this.
Yeah.
But very good. Trogs never disappoints.
They
I love
don't.
Trogs.
I don't think-
It's
yeah, I
like
don't think
Southern
so
tier
either.
with some of those bigger ones, not like the smaller craft beers that we do, like the local Cinderlands or Grist House or Hitchhiker, whatever we do. This one's a more national one, or at least bigger one. Trogs, like I said, Southern tiers, things like that. Those Stone IPAs, those aren't local, but those were really
Those
good.
are good.
The ones we had the other
Ooh,
day.
yeah.
So like anybody listening, maybe you can't get your hands on a local craft beer, but you can get like a pack of something at Sheetz or whatever.
Right.
I got it was that, oh, Jesus Christ, I just said it. What was it? Stone
yeah.
IPA. That whole pack, that was delicious. Those Southern tier, the Paco Pales, the ones with the 2-time hazy, those are all
Those
very,
are always good.
That sounds
I
good.
agree.
very good.
Yeah.
The 2-time hazy will get me in trouble because it's 8.2%. And
What we like.
the beer I have right now, if that's what you like, Danii, you're going to love this one. This is another Trogs. Have you had this?
I love that. One's my favorite.
I didn't give it to you because I didn't want to give you something that was 11% without you knowing about it.
I mean,
She's
why
like
not?
11% easy. I want it.
Yeah.
Only 11.
Yeah, only. Come on.
I thought
So-
it was more than that.
So this one's no secret. This one's very well known. The Mad Elf. This is one of the bigger holiday ones, especially a local one. Trogs kills it every year. Every single time I have it, I think it's like 8 to 9%, and then I grab the bottle or the can. This is the first time I've had a can, and seeing 11%, it's just like it doesn't taste like it. It's pretty good, especially for 11%. It's dangerous, Shay.
What's like
It is.
the flavor?
Cherry. Let's see what it says on the thing. It says Bing, Lambert, Vaughn. I guess those are all the different cherries they have. They have a spicy Belgian yeast, wildflower
Nice.
honey. They serve it in a chalice.
Nice.
Now, whenever you see a beer served in a chalice, be careful because you know it's going to fuck you up.
Yes, absolutely. I
Yep.
agree with that.
That's like
Yep,
the pumpkin.
you know.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure that's
the pumpkin, yeah.
like a pretty standard thing where it's like I don't know what the rule is, but if the ABV is like over, say, like 9 or whatever, or 8, like you have to serve it. You can't serve the 16 ounce. You have to serve 12 or 10 or whatever it is. I'm pretty sure legally you have to.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Give it all to me. I can handle it.
I got cut off at Zookies because I ordered 2 ciders once because the ABV was too high.
Really?
I had 2 ciders over the course of like an hour and a half with wings, and they said I couldn't have another one. It was Snowbound Cinnamon,
Shut
which is a
up.
delicious
That's interesting.
Arsenal
That's
cider.
Crazy. If you space it out, you know,
Right, yeah.
it's
It's
not like
weird,
you're
though,
tugging them.
I've seen
Right.
people get fucking sloshed at P-Dubs, and they're going to cut you off
Had 2 ciders.
right.
Yeah.
for having 2 ciders
There are more than a handful of times where I should have been cut off.
and haven't been.
That one was not one of them.
Oh my! I would have been cut off completely. You couldn't get anything that was alcoholic.
Now, I think what I did is I had Jess order me one, and it was frowned upon very quickly. So
Oh my god! My
I got-
guys,
Weird.
Jess does not drink.
I
So
got
she was probably really pissed too.
I got cut off at Z Pub, which is out in
Oh, that's out
Chippewa.
in Chippewa. Yeah.
Because we got there and we were like, they took forever to get there, and like, so I was like, you know what? Let me get 2 beers or whatever, 2 drinks, and they like told us we couldn't have any more after that. It was the first drink, and they just said no immediately.
Was it because you did it like when you looked at you could tell those 2 were for you?
Yeah, there were 3 of
That
us there.
shouldn't
We
matter
ordered 6
because like in
drinks.
Kelly's and stuff, I'm pretty sure that you are only allowed to have 2 at one time,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
I
it's
don't know.
fine.
But it was like they
two's the
dropped it
rule.
off.
That's what I thought, at one time.
It was when they dropped it off, we said, okay, bring us another one because we know it's going to take you
forever.
Yeah, 30
And
minutes.
like, we're not gonna rush you or whatever. We're cool about it.
We just want to not be thirsty.
by the next time you come
Yeah.
around, like we're good. We know how fast we drink just to have it. And they're like, nope.
I would have left.
Ew.
man.
I would have left.
Bye.
Oh man,
And it's not even
It's not like
because,
they wouldn't
you
have been
to be
worth their
drinking
while.
while you're eating, but that right there is just bullshit.
we were eating there too.
Like I would have left.
And this was at like 1 p.m.
Bye.
Yeah.
If you're paying and you're eating, what's it matter?
Exactly.
Yeah, it
and you
wasn't
didn't
like-
go in drunk already.
I wasn't like
Right,
just
you're
leave
not,
the
like,
bottle of
trash.
Jameson at the table and be on your way. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have 2 Blue Moons. Like it was like stuff like that.
Whole
Yeah.
entire fit. Thank you.
Just leave it.
Yeah.
Leave it here. Thank you.
Besides that, I love Z-Pub. But Shay,
hate
let's rank your beer based on the Guy Fieri Richter scale or
Okay.
flavor Richter scale.
Okay, I'm going. So honestly, the last show I was on, I think I went shut the front door, and I should have went out of bounds. So correct that. But today I'm going shut the front door.
Door.
Shut the front door. Now that's level 3 out of 4. What makes you say that? Why do you like it, Shay?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I want to go out of bounds.
Oh my God!
I mean, it is out of bounds.
There we go. Thank you.
There we go. Well, we'll fix
I'm
this
sorry.
one.
I've been doing it for so long, but I still look bottom
I
worse.
do
I
too.
know.
I do too.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
I feel
flip it
bad.
around. I'm just gonna flip it around.
So I
just so
think
it's
last
easier.
week I did the opposite. I think I wanted to go shut. Did I go shut the front door last week? Or last time? I can't remember. Anyways, I went out of the bounds today.
Shay, I couldn't tell you what
bounds.
beer either of us had last week or any of the other weeks.
No,
Let
me
alone the
neither. I just
ranking.
think I remember messing up my scale, and I was like, so stressed about it.
Shay, you
I
can
messed
say
up
whatever
everyone.
you want. It's not like anybody out there, like the FCC is holding you to out of bounds versus shut the
I was
front door,
stressed
man.
about it. I'm like, pretty sure I said the wrong fucking rank on this beer.
We're never gonna talk about it again. It's fine, man.
pissed. Yeah, no, it's definitely out of bounds.
Okay, there we go. Michelle, you're up next.
I'm going gangster.
Oh, okay.
That's the bottom one, right?
Yes.
Just making sure. I'm just going
Yeah.
gangster on that. It's not really my favorite. It is tart, and maybe if you like a fruity something or other, then you might like that, but not me. Gangster.
I like that answer because Flavor Town is like for sure yes, and Gangsters for sure not no or whatever.
But, like, it's for sure not your
I didn't
favorite.
like it kind of thing. Where like Out of Bounds and Shut the Front Door, it's kind of in the middle. Like I
Yeah.
like this in the middle. I like when it's polarizing. I didn't
Yes.
like it, and I feel the same way. Like I said 3 or 4 times, the winter beers they're just not it for me.
Not, yeah,
but the
they're not
can,
best.
yeah, the can's so pretty.
They
It's
have
very-
a great
it's very
can.
pretty.
The can is nice. It is. I'm just gonna break out in Jingle Bells
Yep.
Danny,
For the
for
can.
sure.
you have Blizzard of Hops.
So I'm gonna say
Remember, Flavor Town's the best. So like down is the greatest, up is the worst.
thank you because I did see like gangster with like the one singular black glove, and I was a little confused.
You're like, she's going gangster. I thought she hated that.
Right, like that's gross. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say that as far as like a winter beer, it's Flavor Town because I don't like
welcome to
winter
Flavor Town.
beers that much, and I would drink multiples. of
Welcome to
these.
Flavor Town. Welcome to Flavor Town.
Okay.
Hashtag Flavor Town.
Danny, what was the ABV on that one more time? 6.4.
I think it's like 6.4. Yeah, 6.4,
Yeah.
Are you taking notes on that?
and it's
That-
good. Like it's not heavy.
Shay, you're doing a fine job, man. I know what to expect.
I think you have one thing on your card.
I do have
I
one thing
reminded
on my
her.
card, and I just want everybody to know it's piss.
No context.
Crocs.
It's just
Boy.
piss.
Crocs.
That's it. No backstory. Nothing.
Okay. I'm just going to, just so you know, when I do this at the end, it's going to be like, we have a great show for you this week. We're joined by Michelle and Danny and Shay and Chris and Piss. and listen to
That's
stuff to
it.
do in Pittsburgh's Weekend Guide. And this is my link tree. Thanks for
Thanks for
listening.
listening.
There we go. That's the whole show, man.
I love it.
But
People love it.
I'm gonna talk about my beer real fast. Danny, you just said you've had this. Shay, have you ever had Mad Elf or Michelle? Have you had
No,
Mad
I
Elf?
have.
had it.
I've had metal.
Oh,
So good.
are you a fan?
I am a fan.
Yeah.
I do like it.
This
never
might
had
be.
it.
I've not had the cherry one. Then I think they have another one, don't they? That's
Oh,
not.
Oh.
I thought they did. Maybe I dreamt that. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. But this is
Questions.
for an 11% beer. It's as smooth as it comes.
I wrote down what I think your answer is going to be.
Okay. Are we to guess?
Okay.
I'm going shut the front door.
I was right.
It is.
Buddy.
And it's good. It's really good for the genre. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like, say, I wasn't a big country fan, but it's a really good country song for me.
Okay.
I still don't rank it as high as a hazy IPA or a regular IPA, really. But for 11%, if you want to drink something and get hammered,
this is it.
this is it. This is a super easy
That's kind of
drink.
how Danii explained hers. Like for a winter beer, this is like a bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a good way to put it. That's a really good way to.
We probably have similar palates for that. That one I did have, and it's easier to drink than this, but like I said, it depends what you're going for.
It depends on who you are. Danii wouldn't agree. She's like 11%. Bye.
I know.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I should
Money.
have switched it around, man.
That's okay. I don't need the blackout tonight.
That's how every good blackout starts.
Honestly, I'm pretty
Exactly.
sure
Yeah.
one of the last times I seen Danii, we were just throwing back tequila shots.
We were. I definitely
Was it
blacked out
tequila?
that night. Yes.
Yes, because that's what you drink.
It's my favorite shot.
And I'm
I
like,
had
fuck
multiples.
it, I'll do a tequila shot. Shay does not drink tequila, and we were just throwing them back.
Nice.
So many shots. I had a singular pretzel that day. I don't know how I survived.
I woke up at like maybe 10 o'clock, and I got to freaking Kelly's at like, I don't know, 11. I think we were planning on being there at like 11, 11:30.
Are you talking about when we did the
the
live show?
Yes.
Dude, I got
Yeah.
so blasted. I don't
We were
fucking remember.
literally-
Oh, it was so
We
bad.
get there at 11. I don't even think we started. And I'm immediately like, obviously, I don't do shit to set up. I don't do shit with shit ever. And I'm like,
up.
I'll get us drinks. Like, I'll be our like bar, like our little host.
I love that for you.
Hello.
Exactly. And I'm like, I went home. Like the next day, I woke up and I was just like throwing out Smirnoff caps out of my pockets, like I was fucking Mary Poppins. I was just like, it was like never ending.
Yeah.
I'm like, we started drinking at 11, and we did not get. I'm pretty sure we closed the bar down.
Yeah.
Pretty sure we all closed the bar down.
I think so.
I think I
think
left
so.
early, and I left
that's
when it was
right.
dark. Dude, I was in no good shape to be in public. I was in no shape to be out
I
with
was in no
the
shape.
hoi polloi, man.
I
was
kind
unwell.
of remember a guy coming up to me and being like, "Are you trying to fuck my girlfriend? Because if you are, you better take good care of her." And I'm like, I don't even know my own name.
Sir, no.
I don't know I don't even know who I'm with tonight.
You were talking to
I
everybody.
walk home. See?
You were like, yes,
Everywhere.
you were queen of Kelly's.
Nor-
Girl, do your thing.
if Shay and I can leave
on.
without getting in an altercation, it's a good thing.
Chris and I are the best. Like
Shay and I will never take anything personally that you say to either one of us. But if you say something to somebody else, we have
we're
no problem
ripping your face off.
getting a problem on behalf of somebody else.
I think we've
Good to
told
know.
the story
Good to know.
before, but one time Chris and his girlfriend and like a couple of our friends were like out at the bar. It was like somewhat like daytime. And like he calls me and he was like, this dude's like sniffing my girlfriend's hair. I'm like, fuck you, I'm on the way. Get ready. I get there. And like Chris, like we're ready to throw the fuck down.
Guys.
Our friend like gripped me up by like the hoodie on my sweatshirt. It was screaming at us. And then before you know it, we're like plastered having the best time of our life. Like we're just ready. Don't fuck with our
Dude,
friends.
I get that
Or
he
fuck
was
with
like
somebody
a
else.
friend of everybody else.
He
I
wasn't
didn't
at
know who
that
he
point.
was, man. Let me in, brief me on this is what's going on.
This is
Right.
As
that
far
type
as
of
I
guy.
know, the weird cook from down the street who makes soup is sniffing my girlfriend. And I'm not a giant fan of that. Not without a bowl of
I
biscuit,
didn't
at
know
least.
him at that
Right,
point
right.
either. I don't
Yeah.
think he was like into the group like he is now,
I saw him at Sheets the other day and he said hello. So,
as he should.
yeah. No, I'm cool with him
Yeah.
now, but yeah.
We call him, the first part of his name is Creeper. We call him Creeper, name.
That makes a lot of
Creeper,
sense.
insert name. Like, that's
Yeah.
still what we call him to his face. Like, tell us that.
To his face, earned that name. You
Yeah,
know?
I would, maybe. Just with the history.
Ryan's a creeper.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say it. Whatever, man. Like we're beating around it, and then people are gonna listen. Now Ryan is a creeper.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna say
We
it
know
out there. It is
several
what it
Ryans,
is.
So if
Yeah.
the shoe fits, you know.
Yeah.
I think we all know several Ryans.
That's a conversation for a different day. I'm gonna write that down, and we're gonna have the okay. I'll tell you off the air. I don't want to tease it too much because you know what? I want to get into some of
I'm ready.
Michelle's stuff
Give us
with
the tea.
stuff to do.
got tea.
With stuff to do in Pittsburgh. Michelle, with your Market Square, your
Yeah.
best place is Market Square.
So have you
tell
guys
everybody.
been to Market Square yet this holiday season? Have you guys been down there at all?
No.
No.
Do you hang out there any?
I have not got the chance to.
So, the history of Market Square is, and we talked about this when we were talking about the Strip District the last time, but back in the 1700s when we weren't as dependent on the boats bringing our products back and forth, a lot of the businesses from the Strip District moved to Market Square that we know today, which is
okay.
between Forbes and Market Street.
Okay.
And they set up little shops there. So we're talking late 1700s here, and there's lots of grocery markets, there's ethnic markets, there's florists. There was even a boxing ring there at one time and roller skating in Market Square. And it was that way bustling till about 1914. And then it started going downhill. And then in the 1970s, it was really bad. So in 2009, Market Square started to become what it is today. So don't even remember it before then. But in 2009 is when they decided to make the perimeter a walking square.
Okay.
So if you're not familiar, there's a courtyard in the middle, and then there's sidewalks around, and then the stores are around the square. And it's great today. I mean, there's lots of restaurants down there. There's lots of places to eat and drink, bar hop with your friends. But they do fun stuff in the square as well. So they have Krampus down there, which is the alter ego of Christmas. They have yoga in the summer times. They also have farmers markets in the summer times every week.
I love a good farmer's market.
It's nice. It's nice, but especially this time of year. So the People's Market has been going on since Thanksgiving, and it goes through the 24th, so the end of this week, Christmas Eve. And they're fun little shops. So Pittsburgh Pottery's down there, Wendell August Forge is down there, Love Pittsburgh. So all these local businesses are selling their crafts down there. Plus there's the ice skating with the giant tree, and the ice skating actually goes until the 9th of January.
I was just going to ask, have you been down there for the ice skating? I've never gone down
We've
there.
done it. We've done it a couple times. It is fun. I mean, right now, I think because it's post-COVID and people are looking for stuff to do, the line is off the hook. So they recommend you make a reservation online and you pay for it in advance. They give you a time slot. And we went down there over the weekend, and I bet there were 60 people in line at least.
Oh, wow.
In line to get into to pay for their skates and stuff like that.
Do they have, I mean, I would assume they have a finite limit of skates and stuff. Do they cut the number off at a certain amount of people?
I think they'll start turning people away. That's why you want to do it online, because then at least you know you're going to get your skates.
Yeah.
And you'll get your skate time. And I think you only have an hour. They give you like an hour to skate.
Do they let you bring your own skates? Do you know?
I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah.
I know anytime we've ever done it down there, we've always rented their skates, but I don't have my own either.
That would be such a pain, though, to like go downtown and then lug around a pair of
skates,
Bauer
stuff like
skates
that.
with you the whole time. Yeah.
A good weapon, though.
Yeah, I guess so.
Just in
yeah.
case.
A good weapon. Yeah.
Hey, man, it gets shady over by that McDonald's over there.
Yeah,
so
you don't want to go
what?
that far out there.
Yeah,
You want to watch that McDonald's.
Yeah, you go to the McDonald's too far.
Yeah, you don't want to go past the McDonald's.
The only thing, this is a side note, the only thing shadier than that McDonald's is the McDonald's in Oakland. The bathroom in there is like down the steps.
Oh, God.
That's super shady. And then the only thing on top of that's shadier is down the street, like 6 doors across the street from the O. Have you ever been to the O?
Yeah, it's closed now, but yes,
Yeah.
I'd been there.
The bathroom in the O, I've never felt more like I'd get stabbed at than the bathroom at the O. You go downstairs, just like dark.
What's that?
It's like a janitor's closet. Like I felt like there was somebody watching me the whole time.
What's that? Like it's like a grocery store, and don't ask me what side of Pittsburgh it's on. I don't know. It's on a strip. But like it just smells like fish the moment you walk in.
Is it Woolies?
Yes.
Woolies fish market?
Yes.
Is it the fish market?
Have you ever been to the bathroom there?
No.
No.
You
That's-
have to go
Do
like
tell.
around the fish place, like into this corner, down 2 flights of stairs, past all the employee lockers, down to the end of the hallway. The sink is outside of the bathroom, but like you can, it's like a 2 or 3 stall, but there's no sink in there, and it's just like the weirdest, most uncomfortable situation. Like
That sounds like the beginning of a joke.
it's
like
very awkward.
Your mama stinks so bad she smells like the bathroom at Woolies.
Yeah.
Dude, Woolies smells awful.
It does smell pretty bad in there.
It's so bad.
They got a good fish sandwich, though.
Speaking of fish sandwiches,
I've
let's
heard
get back
fish
to
is
Market
good.
Square.
Right.
Yeah.
So-
Instead of talking about Shay's shit at Woolies.
I know, right?
man.
Is that what you did, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And like it didn't even smell like anything because it smells like shit in that place. Like I was fine.
It literally wouldn't matter.
It's literally in the basement. Nobody even knows if I'm dead. Nobody can find me. It's
Yeah,
like
man.
down in the cut.
It would take a
It's
while.
gone.
Oh, it's taken a whole long time.
She's sleeping with the fishes.
I said, oh, that was a good one.
Was it?
I
I
laughed.
thought it was pretty good. But one of the questions I get a lot this time of year is, where do you go to eat in Market Square? Because I get a lot of messages on Instagram at Pittsburgh Foodie Girls saying, hey, we're going to Market Square, we're going ice skating. We don't know we don't know where to go. And even when my kids and I were down there this past weekend, people were like, oh my God, where do we go? They're walking in, they're getting turned away because you need reservations at some places and some places you don't. So, I mean, there's everything from walk-in down there. There's Noodles and Company, which is a chain restaurant. There's Moe's down there. There's a couple sandwich places. There's a Promanti's, which is where we ended up the last time we went down that way. But there are some really good places that you might want to try. And these are the places I like, at least, and this is where we end up most of the time. So my number, we have 4.
No, we have 5. I just have the 4 on there because I only do 4. So we're gonna do the 5th that won't make it on that list, but they'll all be on there.
Okay,
So
this is because this one's number 5.
we do have 5. I just
And
have
this
4
one
on
right here,
there.
the
So,
fish sandwich.
yes.
So one of the places down there is you think you should check out. It's called the Original Oyster House.
Yes.
It's the oldest working restaurant in Pittsburgh. It was established in 1870. and it's in the original spot down on Market Square, which makes it kind of cool. So it made it through all of the renovations of the Market Square, and when you walk in there, I mean, you have to get the best sellers are the giant fish sandwich, which is the picture that you're looking at. And I think what defines a giant fish sandwich, it has to be over in the bun, hanging over the sides of the bun.
Absolutely agree.
It has to be nice and fried. You know, it has to have cheese on it, in my opinion, and tartar sauce. And that, you know, when you cut it open like that, it is a giant fish sandwich. So that's what we get when we go down to the original Oyster House. But we don't.
That's a thick piece of cheese.
And it's a local bun
like
too.
that.
So,
Yeah.
and it's really good. This is counter service. So if you're coming in with kids or you're coming in with family, you can walk into the counter. There are tables there. You can sit, but it's kind of casual and laid back, and it's not very pricey. The other thing, the giant fish sandwich was one of the original menu items from the 1870s forward. The other one is the original oyster, which is the other picture that you have. It looks like a giant ball. It's that's. I wanted to put it in my hand so you guys could see.
But yeah.
Yeah.
There's an oyster. Well, I was hoping it was like a hush puppy, but it's very heavy and dense. And when you open it up, it's more like a stuffing ball.
Wow.
It was it wasn't my favorite. That there is an oyster in the middle of that, but it was really cool to taste it because it did have like a Cajun spice or an Old Bay spice to it, and you would dip that in vinegar. But the history behind that is when the miners were working closer to Market Square downtown, the coal miners, they would come over here in the 1800s, late 1800s, and they would buy this because, first of all, it was really dense and heavy, and it would fill them up.
Yeah.
And then they would take them to go. They were portable, so they can walk out with them. That wasn't like having a sandwich where they had to hold it and stuff. They also served buttermilk there. And the miners would also drink the buttermilk because it protected their stomach from the coal dust.
Oh,
So, yeah, so I thought it was kind of neat history. I mean, I had to try it. I'd never tried it
Okay.
before. Would I order that again? I probably would not.
Yeah.
But, however, as I was leaving, a guy walked in right behind me and he ordered a half a dozen of them. So it is a favorite for the locals, and, you know, that taste is probably acquired. But you couldn't taste that oyster at all. But it was interesting to try it.
Those fries look
They were great.
crispy.
They
just
were
gonna
great.
say those fries
Were
look
you?
so good.
Yeah.
They
The
were good.
fries look
Super
crispy.
crispy. Super
Yeah.
crispy.
Like, I'm really into the last picture. They look like you could see it. You could see how crunchy those bitches
So
were.
crunchy. I mean, so crunchy. And that ball was a little crunchy, too. It had like a coating on it. It was fried. And they had the vinaigrette to dip it in.
I have the picture coming back up for you, Shay. The original one, you'll be able to see the
Oh my
fries
God,
again.
The fries are
Oh,
so good in
love
that
French
picture.
fries.
Michelle, are you an oyster fan in general? Do you like a raw? Do you like a bake? Like what kind of oyster? Rockefeller?
I've been a huge oyster fan most of my life as far as being cooked. So I like oysters Rockefeller. I like them baked. I like them on the shell on the grill.
Oh, okay,
And then
yeah.
a few months ago, I was going to do one of these shows on oysters. I don't know if you guys remember.
I do.
And I caught a bad oyster at
Yeah.
a place down in Pittsburgh I won't mention. And I haven't had them since, except for this one.
Yeah.
So now
What's
maybe...
Rockefeller?
There's like I think there's like
It's
anise.
baked.
There's like spinach. There's maybe some bacon in it.
Cheese,
I
there's
can't
cheese.
remember
So
exactly.
it's
how
like
it-
out of its shell?
It's half shell.
No,
and
it's
baked.
yeah. They bake it in the shell, or like if they grill them, they grill them in the shell.
Sometimes
or
hot
they'll-
sauce.
Yeah, or you see like they'll do like a compound butter and some Parmesan cheese or something.
Right.
Or most people will just get them raw or whatever with like a mignonette sauce or like a cocktail sauce or something like that, or just lemon or like horseradish or whatever. I mean, there's a bunch of different ways to do it.
But the Rockefeller's cooked.
yeah, the
I've
Rockefeller's
had
good.
I had oysters for the very first time whenever I went to South Carolina. Mm-hmm. Actually, I had oysters and clams
Were they
the
cooked?
very first time. They were cooked, but it wasn't like they weren't done up anything special.
Yeah.
Like I think they were probably just like boiled or something.
Yeah, I mean, I
So-
would assume if you're like in a coastal area, they probably just give them to you like because of how fresh they are. They're that good. You don't have to really dress them up too much. Like
they were good.
right there.
Mussels I didn't try because of the way that they look.
Yeah, they look kind of funky.
I don't
I'm
like.
not a fan
They
of
taste good, though.
I'm
They're very
not
good.
a fan of what
They do taste
are
good.
they?
Yeah, they're
Are
very
they?
good.
Yeah, they're
I
very
couldn't
good.
get past, and the person that I was with doesn't like them. So then
I
she
think-
was like messing with them, and it grossed me out even more. So I, was like, "Fuck you."
With mussels and clams, I think like the sauce that you use with it
Makes
is
all the difference.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
It completely changes the appetizer or the meal that you're getting. If
There was
it's
not
like
a
that.
texture problem for me. I think it's because they were cooked.
Do you like a scallop?
Oh, yeah.
I can have probably
Scallops are
maximum
so
of
good.
five.
I love 'em.
Five
I
at
love
one
giant
time.
ones.
I am with
Giant
you
ones.
100%. I
Yes.
love a scallop, but there's
Love
like a
it.
limit. I
There's
could
a
only
limit.
eat 3 maybe.
Yes, that's exactly where I'm at. Like I can only eat a couple at one time before I'm like,
It's
This
hard to
is
find a good scallop at a
fucking
restaurant
weird.
right now.
Yeah.
It's hard to find a good one because you want to get those giant ones, and they're just They're so hard to find.
Some of those, like the giant ones, are nice, but some of them, there's like a sweet spot. Like you get them too big and they lose some flavor. The ones that I have right now at the restaurant I'm at, I think are U8 or U10. They're a nice size, and we do them with crab meat and hollandaise and like asparagus stir fry. It's so good. I love a scallop, but like you said,
I do.
I like it with a surf and turf. Like I want to have a ribeye or something,
Yes.
and then have a couple scallops on the side.
Yes. And that's it. I think the only time I've really ever had a scallop was whenever I went to like Shogun and got like the hibachi they cook in front of you and stuff. And I got it, and I'm like, that's when I realized like I'm pushing it at like 4. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. The texture starts to make me sick. And if I pass that, I'll just start to hate them. And I like scallops, so I like getting them on a pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, a
Have you ever been to
pizza.
Grand Valley Inn?
I've never heard of
You
that.
might have.
What was it?
Grand Valley Inn.
No.
Oh, it's literally next door to
Yeah,
Zookie's.
yeah.
They
I-
have this seafood flatbread pizza.
Ooh.
Sounds different.
Ooh, it's so good.
Seafood
Scallops
flatbread's
and
pretty
shrimp,
good.
I think, is on it, and like spinach
Yum.
and a good cheese. And I don't know what
Interesting.
kind of sauce, but that place delicious. You should stop there.
I should. I need to.
That place is it's really good. Like all their food is good.
I'm open to suggestion for sure.
Now, Michelle, we have number 4 in Market Square.
So number 4, Las Velas, is a Mexican restaurant in Market Square. You can make a reservation for this place, but most people walk right by it because they don't realize it's literally in the building next door to the Oyster House, but it's upstairs. So there's
Those
a door-
upstairs restaurants,
You
you,
just pass them
really
right
have
by.
to, yeah,
do pass
you
them,
really
yeah.
have to advertise on the street
Yeah,
or
and,
something.
and there's like a little sign on their door, but they have pretty good business. I've always just walked in there, but if you have a party of 6 or a larger party going, then there's no reason not to make a reservation. But they have a full bar, which is super nice. But when I go there, and I've been there several times, I always get the grilled shrimp tacos, which you're looking at right there. That's the lunch special. It's not that expensive. It always comes with a side of beans and a side of rice, and it's particularly spicy. The sauce is deliciously spicy, and it has that avocado.
What kind of tortillas are those?
Those are corn tortillas. They give you a choice. Do you want corn or flour? I usually go with corn. Are you corn or flour?
Oh, so I'm a flour. That's what.
I'm
okay.
flour.
So they give you a choice.
Corn.
You're a corn too.
corn.
I like
Are
a
you?
corn
I like
chip.
corn.
I don't like a corn. It's like gristly.
It's
It's a weird
weird.
texture to me. Yeah.
I like
Well, see, I love it because they even double those up. If you can see, just so it won't break. And
Yeah.
they doubled them up, and they were nice and warm. So
They
it
throw
was a-
cheese in between,
I know there's nothing
like
in
the
between.
quesarito at
I think it was
Taco
just
Bell.
I think it's just the moisture of the corn that holds them together, so it doesn't fall all over the place. But if it did, it would be fine.
They
But
look
they're delicious.
so good though. I love a good shrimp taco.
Yeah, like I said, you would walk right by the place, but they also have really good quesadillas. They also have a really good beef tacos and amazing tortilla soup. And I don't know if you guys have the picture of that, but the tortilla.
It's up for anybody watching. It's
So
up
the
right
tortilla
now.
soup is actually is nice and spicy, but it's broth based. It's not tomato based. You know, lots of times you get the tortilla soup and it's thick and tomato based, and there is
Yeah,
tomatoes in
yeah.
it, like a salsa type of tomato, but it's a nice thin broth.
Is that like a chicken base or what is
It
that?
was like a chicken base,
Yeah.
but it was perfectly spicy with some. I don't even know what onions for sure. Maybe some salsa. That you can see the tomato. There are tomatoes in
Oh,
there, but it's
wow.
not thick. Now I did have to pay extra to add the chicken, which I thought was kind of silly. But
Yeah, really. So what is it? It says no protein in it at all.
It
until
came
you
as
do
it was just a plain soup base.
Is it vegetarian?
I don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
I'm guessing it was probably a chicken stock or some kind of vegetable stock.
Oh, okay.
But it was add chicken, so you could choose your protein, and then of course the avocado was floating around there. It kept pretty nicely. So,
How do you
delicious.
like an avocado in soup? I've never had that. How's the texture?
It's good. I mean,
Yeah.
these were fresh avocados. I mean, if you have a frozen avocado slice, that's just, that's so
yeah.
gross. But just having that there on top, if you're going to dip a tortilla in there or eat with crackers, then that avocado was very nice.
That just shows how important fresh ingredients and just having
Absolutely.
quality ingredients. If you put it in anything, like if you have quality ingredients, it just steps up that higher.
And I took the bowl of that soup home too. So not only did I have the soup, but I took some home as well because it's so good.
Is it weird that I hate soup?
Really?
Really?
See, this is soup season. Like
You
have-
just hate
Now's the
soup
time.
in general.
You don't like any soup?
That's so vague. That's like I hate sandwiches. Like there's a million different kinds.
so
You can't
many
find one.
soups.
You don't like wedding, lobster
Chili?
bisque,
A
man.
minestrone. Tomato.
This is the biggest question I have to ask you. Shay, you're out of this, okay? Because you don't know.
Okay.
Michelle, Danii, beans and chili or no?
Okay,
Yes,
first of all, I love
absolutely.
chili. Chili is not a soup.
Okay.
It's sort of
Okay.
a soup.
Do you like
And you
beans?
put beans in
Well,
chili.
Okay, you're all wrong.
I say beans.
What?
I say beans. and
Beans
chili.
are disgusting. A kidney bean
well,
is
if
so
you
gross.
don't like beans, you're not going to want them in chili. But
Right.
does
Right.
chili deserve beans? Yes.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll accept being wrong in this situation.
You're not wrong. You just don't like them.
Good idea, Shay.
Like I'm not
I
gonna be like I
agree.
hate
You
all
might be
soups,
wrong.
but chicken noodles are grossest. Like how the fuck do I know? Like you just don't like beans, so
Shay,
that's acceptable for you.
For the first time ever, you're using logic, and I don't like it. Okay, I can't argue with you this time because it makes too much sense. You're absolutely right.
God,
so in this situation, yeah, man.
It's a moment. Are we having a moment right
It's a
now?
moment. It's a moment.
Never
Oh my God,
happened.
2022 going out strong.
It's a moment.
That was perfect.
Just so we're clear, I have no problem saying when Shay's right. It just happens so infrequently
yeah, it
that,
never
that this time.
happens.
It's a very fair point. Now, let's get back. Now, Michelle, you have these tacos here. The Jarritos, what is that? The lemon?
Ooh.
Jarritos is a soda, is a Mexican
Right,
soda,
yeah.
and that is the lemon soda. They have different flavors.
I've had the fruit punch, and there's an orange
I
one.
like
you
the
see a lot.
orange one.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like the orange one. And sometimes you can find these at Market District.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well, in
right.
the
That's where I
Mexican
got 'em.
section. Yeah, my kids like them and stuff. But yeah, so you can have that. Margarita would be better, I think, at the Mexican restaurant.
Obviously.
But you know,
Yeah.
we go with what we have there on the table.
That's close to like a margarita. Like margarito, Dorito.
Burrito.
Margarita.
Jarritos.
Yeah,
Jarritos
man,
is just
the
a
mashed
Bring
potato
your own
version.
Actually, that might
Yeah.
be
Just
pineapple.
mix it.
Just drink a little bit, pour the tequila in.
Is it pineapple? It might be-
Michelle,
it
you
might be
have
Pineapple.
You have one more picture coming up.
Okay.
And I'm just going to discuss it with you so Danii and Shay will see it in a second. There's this glass there. It looks like a mason jar or something. What is that in the
It's
in
just
the
water.
No, in this one. It's like blue. Is that the same one?
I think it's just a reflection.
Oh, that's
It looks
cool.
awesome. You picked a perfect angle to make whatever it is. It looks like Code Blue from Pepsi or whatever. You remember that? I forgot about it.
Yeah.
That just can't. Wow.
Oh my God. Memory
Yeah,
unlocked.
man. Was it called Code Blue? Because there's Code Red. It's definitely Pepsi Blue.
Wait,
it's
I think
definitely
it
not
was.
Code Blue.
It's not Code Blue. You're
Yeah.
right.
No.
There's no way it was Code Red and Code Blue.
I don't think it was.
What was
Code
the blue?
I think it was Pepsi,
Pepsi
Blue.
Blue.
I think it was
remember that.
Pepsi Blue.
Oh.
Where's the guy to look it up online?
Yeah. Yeah, whatever shit. Michelle, tell us about the tacos and I'll find out about Pepsi, man.
Say it one more time. I didn't hear what you said.
Tell us about the quesadillas.
Yeah, I was at a
Just a
quesadilla.
chicken quesadilla. I mean, again, you can't go wrong with the quesadilla. Nice and stuffed, lots of cheese, lots of chicken. Like I said, the restaurant's a nice restaurant. It's great to take your family in. If you're looking for a place, it's just look up.
Did you have a sauce to dip that in? To dip the quesadilla, or was there a sauce on it?
The sour cream was on the side.
Okay, well, yes, absolutely, that has to be. That looks good. It looks like they cooked it almost like in an egg or something.
No, I
Like
think
probably not, but like you see where it's like yellow.
it might just be
It's like the cheese.
extra cheese that melted
That's what
on
I'm
the side.
thinking.
I've searched Pepsi Blue and like stuff comes up, so I think it was
Oh,
probably.
yeah.
But it all looks more recent. Like that's
that
the newer
Sierra?
Pepsi logo. So who?
Is that Sierra, like in the middle?
Sierra Mist or
No,
her?
like Sierra, like good.
Like Russell Wilson's
Sierra
wife?
Mist or
Yes,
what?
yes.
That's the male version of answering that. You mean Russell Wilson's wife, not the singer
And I'm
or
like,
whatever?
goodies, like the song.
I cannot.
I don't think it is. We have strayed too far from this.
Okay,
You know,
that-
let's get to
that
number
glass, though,
3.
that glass is pretty boss. It looks like it might have like a picture of like mountains at the bottom of the glass. It's just reflecting up. Like that does
like
look
an ocean
cool as
floor.
shit. Like Fiji
guys are so
water. Isn't
creative.
that like Fiji water?
I'm glad you guys are like making things up for the water.
It looks so cool.
It does.
Can you see it?
I
Like, can you
can't-
see
I-
what we see?
I can see it's blue.
It's
yeah.
on my list of
Yeah.
cups that I want now.
Like I need that glass.
Reindeer cup, that cup.
Exactly. Yes.
Right? Exactly.
At least neither one of them probably exists, but we like them both.
We like them both. We will find
Now,
them.
to get back to Michelle's original point
Oh, yeah,
before we
true.
stray too far, because I want to talk
yeah, my
about
bad.
the next
what
one
is
because I think it's my
God, this-
most wanting to go to.
Amazing.
so good.
Actually, we're
This
not
is
going to
the
get back to
only
Michelle's
place
point
I've
because I
ever
completely
been
forget
to.
what I was going to talk about.
Oh no.
I looked at the picture and I completely forgot. If I think of it, I'll interrupt and say, but I want to
is
get
the-
to number 3. It looks delicious.
So number 3 is the Yard. So the Yard is also down there in Market Square. The owners of the Yard also own the Market Exchange, which is a newer restaurant down there, and they also own Barcadia, which is an arcade bar. It's in the upstairs. I'm trying to think how to say it. It's
No,
a
that
bar
makes
that has
sense.
like arcade games, like pinball machines and stuff like that.
cool.
And right now they're hosting Cousin Eddie's pop-up Christmas bar. So it's like Christmas vacation theme. Cousin Eddie was the one who had the trailer.
Yes.
Who was pretending, who was like putting
okay.
a sewer in the drain outside. The guy with the leisure suit.
Yeah.
Shitter's full.
Shitter's full.
Shitter's
yeah,
full.
yeah.
Shitter's full.
That is
So,
like
yeah.
the most iconic
Randy
line.
Quaid.
Yeah.
I've
Yes,
never even seen
Randy
the
Quaid.
movie, and I know that line.
You've never
Yeah.
seen the
I
movie?
know people hate me.
I haven't seen it until like last year or the year before.
I get yelled at all the time.
And
I know.
not popular opinion, as me and Shay said at the bar.
Yes.
A little overrated, I think.
Never.
A little overrated, but
You know what movie's underrated? And
I
Danii,
get
you
up.
might know this, and I'll be Michelle. You might know. Have you seen Jiggle All the Way?
is that
saying
Arnold
Jiggle?
Schwarzenegger and
Yeah.
Sinbad and
Yeah.
Phil Hartman.
Yes.
Watch it Watch it again.
Okay.
It's funnier than it was before, dude. Phil Hartman kills it. Sinbad's hilarious.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'll watch it again.
Phil Hartman kills it.
Noted.
Absolutely
stick it on the
destroys
list.
it, man.
Yep.
It's so good. But let's talk about the yard.
So if you're down there and you're drinking and or even you're out with your kids, the yard is a really good choice to go in and eat. They are known for their toasted cheese sandwiches, and this is their house-made creamy mac and cheese toasted cheese sandwich.
It's one of the
Wow.
best things I've seen a picture that you like.
Isn't that
Of
awesome?
all the food you bring in, it looks delicious, but it's not always like right in my wheelhouse.
This is
This
definitely
looks
it.
incredible.
I mean, how can you go
want it.
If
wrong?
it can feed a 4-year-old, it'll be
Yeah.
Chris.
And if you can get mac and
Sorry.
cheese on white toasted bread
Yeah.
with another piece of cheese on top
Absolutely.
of that, and they serve it usually with a side of tomato soup.
Well, if you could change it to ketchup and some chicken tenders, that would be like my official diet.
Fucking gross.
I love chicken
God.
I've decided, Shay, not that I've decided, but I've realized I don't eat based on what I want to eat. I eat based on. I'm not going to tell you what we beat to, Shay.
God.
We discussed that earlier. I eat based on convenience, man. So
Okay.
cans,
Okay.
frozen. I realized that, and, it's not what I want; it's what's easy.
Do you know in the moment what you would actually want?
I also
though?
love SpaghettiOs with meatballs. So it's
I
not.
love
It's not
SpaghettiOs.
always with
They're
that.
good.
SpaghettiOs are so good, man. You can do that with a grilled cheese. My grilled cheese are on fleek.
off the chain.
Okay.
Okay, on fleek. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I put SpaghettiOs on hot
Yeah.
dogs.
What?
I put SpaghettiOs on my hot dogs.
Oh yeah, that would be good. I
It's
think
actually really good.
because they have the SpaghettiOs, but they call them with Franks, which is stupid. But they have the SpaghettiOs with the hot dogs in them, man.
I'm pescatarian.
Okay, since when?
Same. I actually am too.
Boom.
No, you're not.
We both are.
Shay's not. You might be. Shay's
I
not.
am.
I am usually.
Usually.
Most of the time.
Usually.
Oh gosh.
I'll take it.
Depends on where I go.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I'm a vegetarian until I eat meat. Like sometimes.
I don't eat like
a
I won't eat
lifestyle.
hot
Yeah.
dogs and I won't eat like lunch meat and I won't eat that kind of stuff. Like,
Okay. Yeah, you're
meat
pescatarian
that
then.
I prefer, if I'm gonna eat meat, the most I try to do is like chicken.
Okay.
I'll try to stick at that. No
But
beef.
not
it's
red
It's right
meat.
up
like
your
that.
alley then because there's no meat on there at all.
Oh, I've been to the yard. It's the best place in the world. It's freaking delicious. They
have-
have one in Robinson.
They have really good burgers too. And they also have chicken sandwiches and lots of good appetizers. On the weekends, they have a fabulous brunch, and their Bloody Marys are off the hook. I don't know if they still do it, but they used to do a Bloody Mary bar where you could go up
Oh.
and. So I don't know if they still do that since COVID, but you still can get a really good Bloody Mary there.
If somebody was to go right now, what do you recommend they get?
I recommend this right here, this mac and cheese, toasted cheese with tomato. And this is the chicken sandwich. And you can see that nice thick cut bacon on there. And there's oozy cheese coming off that burger. And there's a garlic aioli on that as well.
They
That
have really good
toasted
aioli
bun.
sauces
Yeah.
there.
Ooh.
They
Every-
really do.
It's really good. Like I said, and there's multiple locations. So you don't have to go to Market Square to go to the yard. I believe there's one in Robinson.
Yeah.
There's definitely one in Mount Lebanon at the Galleria.
Yeah.
And there might be another one too.
Did you have their mac and cheese bites?
Yeah, actually I did. There's a picture that's coming up. I wish I'd have squished it out so you could see them. But I figured if we're going to go big, we might as well go mac
Did
and
you
cheese
use
all the way.
that dipping sauce for them?
The Chipotle dipping sauce, off
my
the hook.
God.
It's off the hook.
It's so
That sounds amazing.
Very good.
This is the only place I've ever been to that Michelle has talked about on the show.
Really?
Oh, really?
Like I just don't get out. Clearly.
Same.
I'm glad we're aligning.
Now,
Finally.
to get back to my kind of food, we have chicken tenders, SpaghettiOs, and pizza. Absolutely. Now, Michelle, can you tell us about number 2?
Sure, Pizziolo, Pizzaolo. Okay, I can't speak. Pizza.
Just to be fair, I'm glad Michelle's saying it because I have absolutely no
Pizza
idea.
Aiolo Primo is also down in Market Square, and they're down now on the side where the Starbucks is, and it's really a nice restaurant. You're gonna want to have a reservation for this. I would say it is definitely family appropriate, but it's a little on the higher end scale, and they have a pizza oven there that can actually bake those pizza in 90 seconds
Wow.
to that nice crisp crust.
I don't get how they can like cook at that temperature and it doesn't just like sear and burn everything on the outside and keep everything in the middle. Is it a thin crust?
It's definitely a thin crust,
Yeah.
but it's delicious. And they don't source a lot of their stuff locally, but they do source it fresh. So this
Yeah.
is a burrata pizza, and it has fresh mozzarella under the arugula, with
Burrata
cherry
is so
tomatoes.
good.
Well, I
What
couldn't
is it?
decide. Do I want the burrata
like a,
appetizer? A burrata is
It's like a mozzarella kind of cheese within a mozzarella ball, kind of.
there's like ricotta inside. So
Oh, is that what it is? Ricotta inside. So it's like an inception of cheese.
there's like a soft cheese inside of the mozzarella cheese. So when you cut it open, it kind of oozes out. You can spread it
Yeah.
on a cracker.
Yum.
You need
Or a piece of bread.
The way to cut it is with a spoon, actually, because then you cut into it and it just falls, like cascades out. It's
Yeah.
like a molten lava cake.
Yeah,
Shut
for cheese.
Yeah, for cheese,
But
exactly.
But it's not hot usually.
I need it.
That sounds
So the cheese, of course, in the middle was not hot because if it was hot, it would have melted there. But that was delicious, and the crust is perfect. And that pizza's probably about the size for 2 people. And then the other thing I ordered when I was there was the rice balls, the arlecchini, and that's a nice soft compacted rice. And then they lightly deep fry that, and they give you that marinara sauce that they serve in house to dip it in, and sprinkle those parsley and some Parmesan cheese on top. Very, very, very good. Everything on the menu. They have pastas there too. They do. It's not fresh pasta, but it's dry. But they do use some of the best pasta.
Those are so good. They're a good app that a lot of people won't get because they don't know what the name is. But it's so good if you
So
get
What,
those
the rice
little-
ball?
Yeah,
People
Yeah,
don't
I
know what
wouldn't get it.
But yeah,
because I don't know what it is.
It looks really
they have them
delicious.
with they have them with risotto sometimes, rice or whatever.
Is
the
it
hell
literally
is.
rice inside of it and
Yeah.
it's fried?
Yeah, it's like
seasoned
little-
rice.
Yeah,
And they roll it in a ball, and then they just lightly fry it. That way, it holds up whenever you dip it. Delicious, absolutely
does look-
delicious.
it does
But
look
this
good.
is the place I said when I went in there. I assumed I'd get a seat. It was packed. It was hopping. It was lots of professional people in there, lots of families. It's a very cozy place, and I think it'd be a good place for date night too. Like if you're looking for a place to go on a date,
Yeah.
this would be a good place to go.
all right. And now we're at the
Number one.
number one.
Gosh, I can't remember what it was. I'm just kidding. After all that, so number one is Yuzu's Kitchen.
Number one.
I was waiting for it.
And it's a ramen bar, and it is considered a market square, but it's 1 block behind, and the food there was off the charts amazing. They had
I've heard great things about them.
I mean, and again, you want to have a reservation
Oh.
for this place. I mean, people were walking in and getting turned away as we were sitting there indulging in all this yummy food. But they've got ramen, they've got stir fry, they've got all kinds of mocktails and cocktails on the menu. This first picture right here is the braised chicken ramen. That chicken was so good, and even though it says it's braised chicken, it really wasn't. It had like a delicious soy-based sauce on it, and it was a little bit crispy and floating in the broth. And then on the side, you can see there was a 30-minute egg, which had a nice soft yolk inside.
Yeah.
And when it was cracked open, the yolk kind of oozed out into the broth, which made it just a little bit thicker. So it was really, really good. And then in the middle there, I added pork belly. And so the pork belly in the soup made it all the extra. This is
What's it on?
This is a bao bun, it's called. And this is also pork belly. Is that what you're asking me?
No, the wrap part, the white part.
Pork belly is
Bao.
so
It's called a bao.
good.
B-A-O.
What is it?
It's like a soft, very soft, semi-sweet bread.
Oh,
But it's not.
Is it like a thick, fluffy taco shell?
It's very
kinda?
fluffy. It's very moldable and
Chris
yeah.
guessed that. I said it was an egg.
And I do feel like it has something very soft about it. I'm
You
sorry,
said it
very
was an
sweet.
egg?
I did. I was like, is that an egg?
I don't remember
Well, yeah,
that.
you
I
can-
would have
you can
insulted
buy
you
these
Kind of
more.
looks like it.
Yeah, it's very soft and
Danny's
and it
being
can
too
fold.
nice.
Delicious though, very nice and so like I said, I can't. But that's the pork belly again on there with cucumber slices, and then there's a sake sauce on that as well. And we had 4 of those, so we ordered 2 orders of those. But they were so delicious.
How
They're-
big are they roughly?
So roughly about 2 inches across, 3 inches
Okay.
across.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
They're not that big. I mean, you could definitely eat 2 of those or 3 of those if you're gonna go. But we knew we were getting other stuff, so we just had 1 each, and then split the last one.
Yeah, no, that's a nice little way to start it. It looks so good too. And this picture coming up.
So this picture.
This is a great picture, Michelle.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So that is smoked sirloin Brussels sprouts with fried scallions and green onions. But it was
The last picture is
it was
the best for that.
right-
Well, don't worry, I've noticed. I noted immediately.
I can tell you that anything with when I'm always intrigued about Brussels sprouts when you go to a restaurant because I really like them. But if I can find a different way to eat a Brussels sprout, I'm all in.
Yes.
And this was so good, I didn't want to share it. I could have had that as a meal. I mean, it's spooned out because everything was chopped up really nicely. I could go back. I've been thinking about that since we left, actually. And I could probably go back. Next time I go, I'll probably just get that for myself.
Yeah, Brussels sprouts are making a big,
Oh,
I
they're
love
big
Brussels
push,
so
especially over the
sprouts.
last year or so.
So delicious.
So good.
Is there one more picture?
Yes, there's one more. It's coming up for everybody. It looks like it's a soup.
Okay, so this is just a vegetable ramen. I'm all for meat, but this my daughter was there with me, and she said, I'm going to get the vegetable. So it did have bean sprouts in there, but it also had smoked tofu in the soup. And I think if she could add something, maybe she would have added some more vegetables because you have the option to add things in.
Yeah.
Maybe mushrooms would have been good in that. But there's definitely green onion in there. The broth was nice and light.
Was that tofu floating in it? Is that
Yes.
what that is? Okay.
Tofu.
That
And
looks
green
very
onions,
different.
obviously.
It was they both. I mean,
different.
it was good. It was very
does.
tasty, but it wasn't as good as the chicken. It wasn't as good as the braised chicken one. But yeah, I highly recommend the Yuzu Kitchen. They knocked it out, and we'll definitely be going back there again. I mean, the only thing about there is you have to find a parking spot, and I would suggest you park near Market Square and just walk around the corner.
Yeah. That all
Delicious.
looks so good.
It
Ramen,
does.
ramen's one of
No.
those things that like I never really thought I'd go out and get, and then
Right.
I went out. It was someplace in Shady Side. I can't remember what it was called.
Ramen bar.
It might have been that.
There's one there.
Is it right across from like that little shopping center?
Yeah, there's
area?
one there called
Okay,
Ramen
yeah.
Bar.
I think I went there and I got like this pork ramen. It was like a spicy pork ramen. It was one of the best meals I've ever had in my life.
Right. And you
It was
think
so
you're-
good.
And so
I
I
love
watched
ramen.
I watch people eat the ramen on on YouTube and stuff like that, and you're supposed to slurp it.
Yes.
So I was practicing my slurp while we were there. Everyone was like looking at me, but yeah, it was,
That is how you're supposed to eat it,
Yeah,
though.
you're
You are
supposed
right.
to slurp it.
Yeah.
yeah, because they think it's rude if you're not slurping
Yeah.
on the food, on the soup. On the-
Really?
Yep.
Yeah. It's like disrespectful.
It's like a sign of
Good to
respect. Yeah.
know. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yep.
You're
So-
not supposed to also do this to your chopsticks either. You know, when you crack them, usually you like try to do this.
Why?
Like, get,
What's
like,
the
woods
reasoning?
off. You know,
Get
it's
the-
just like
the woods
disrespectful.
off.
I've never done that. What you
I
you
haven't
like
either,
sharpen
but-
the
No,
sticks?
when
like-
you crack it, like sometimes like it doesn't crack like perfectly. So like at the top where it was together, kind of has like wood kind of sticking out. So you like take your chopsticks and like rub them together to like get the wood shavings off.
I've never
so
done
you
that.
don't like get stabbed and you eat. Yeah, you're not supposed to.
Who the hell watches that?
I don't know who watches it, but I guess like if I was in like China or something, I probably shouldn't.
Yeah, they'd frown on you, man.
Yeah.
Good to know. Good
Yeah.
things to know.
I do it all the
Just in
time. That's
case.
how I know it's not okay. Because I'm like, I'm not getting.
You do it all the
fucking
time, man.
splintered.
All the time.
I go get Shogun at least like once a week.
Yeah. And you're always
amazing.
breaking chopsticks. I can't eat with chopsticks, so I really have never
So
been
you
taught.
can't even talk shit.
I don't understand.
break the chopsticks,
I don't
you gotta pull
understand
them apart.
how one could. I mean, I could use them. I just choose not to because it's a least efficient form of
Do you eat
eating.
sushi?
Man. Yeah,
How do you eat your sushi?
Right? Do you grab
I
them
eat it
with
with
your
my
hands?
hands, dude. Yeah. Oh, mom, dude.
You're an animal.
I'll eat it. I'll eat it with chopsticks. I'll eat it with whatever's in front of me. But just so we're clear, and don't act like you're holier than thou, Shay.
I am.
I will pick up a fucking piece of sushi from Yama or Slippery Mermaid or wherever the hell it is. Slippery Mermaid has some good ones. I haven't been
That's
there
in
for
Sewickley,
forever.
right?
Your
It
fingers?
is in Sewickley.
I used to work
it's
there.
okay. It's
Um,
okay. It's okay. I think it's hyped up way too much.
Okay.
Okay.
I do. I think it is over talked about.
Yeah?
I do. I was like I just recently actually went there probably a couple months ago.
I haven't
And
been
I
there
was
for
so
5
excited
years.
because I've been hearing about Slippery Mermaid for years. And I went and I was like, y'all don't have yum yum sauce. I can't get a side of eel sauce. Your sushi is mediocre.
Good to know.
I was upset. Their
Shay's
edamame
wrong.
bomb.
Shay's
Should we do
wrong.
should we do sushi sometime?
Don't.
Yes.
Yeah.
We should do a live
Yes.
show.
Yes. Yes.
Live
I'll-
sushi show.
I'm a sushi pro. I love
Sushi.
sushi.
Before
Shogun has
Sushi.
the best sushi I've ever had in this whole area, including in Pittsburgh.
Okay, good to know.
I wanted we have to do this stuff to do in Pittsburgh, and then I want to get to Danny's thing. But
Yeah.
very quickly before we switch the stuff to do in
Don't
Pittsburgh,
get me started then.
I'm going around the horn. Best sushi. If you had to get one roll, what do you get?
Oh, I'm getting the tiger roll immediately.
So what's on the tiger roll?
Tiger roll has my sushi always has to have cream cheese in it. It's a tempura. It's got eel sauce, avocado, yum yum sauce all on top, or spicy mayo, not yum yum sauce, spicy mayo on the top, and then it has a cucumber on the inside.
Oh,
And then I dip it
huge.
in eel and I dip it in yum yum. Second, tuna lovers. It's all raw tuna.
Tuna's great. Michelle, if you had to get one, what do
Oh
you got?
gosh, so here I'm gonna expose myself. I don't like fish at all, so I definitely don't like raw fish. So
So
if
you
I'm
get like
good,
the Philadelphia.
I'm with
I'll
you.
get,
like,
I'll
I
get
don't-
like I'll get like a
California.
yinza roll, which is like a fried shrimp tempura,
Yeah.
with cream cheese, and sometimes they put like a cooked shrimp on top of it and with some meal sauce. I can totally
with
do
you.
that.
You
Okay.
can get all fried sushi though.
It's
Your
all
whole
fried.
roll could be deep fried. It's called the Fuji roll, I think it is.
Probably depends where you go.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure I've seen a fried sushi roll everywhere. Like at least one.
They have like tempura frying. And
No,
shit like that.
the whole roll.
Okay, well,
You
I've
can fry
never
your whole
asked,
roll,
yeah,
deep fry
because
your
I
whole
have,
roll.
I have,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
I have
it's
self-respect,
good.
so I usually don't ask. But
Danny, what's your I fucking hate him.
I wanted to see how long you'd go before you said something. It was a perfect pause, Danny.
So I feel like my go-to is always the Philadelphia roll, but I really like salmon, so I'll even just get a plain salmon roll.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I love fucking soy sauce. Like I use so much soy sauce.
Yeah.
It's my fave.
Do you
Salmon's
use
one of
low
those-
Sodium?
What?
Low
No.
sodium soy sauce? Regular soy
Fucking
sauce?
loser!
Regular.
Don't do that. The
Yeah.
green cat versus the red.
I don't
If you're
use soy
doing
sauce.
it, you're doing it.
I use soy sauce like if I get like Chinese rice.
Yeah.
Oh, I use it all the time.
Soy sauce is good though.
I love it.
Salmon's one of those things where like if I eat cooked salmon, like I'm not about it, but like a raw.
Raw.
or a smoked salmon, I'm okay.
I just had sushi the other day from this new place. I forget what it's called. It was like close to like Robinson area. And they had we got one of the rolls was a Philadelphia roll, and their salmon was smoked. And I mean,
Tastes like
I don't
ham.
want to say it was overwhelming, but like it was in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you knew that bitch was fucking smoked. There was no questioning it at all. Like it was good. That was probably one of the best Philadelphia rolls I've ever had.
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So
what about
good.
you, Chris? What's your go-to sushi? Something
To
with
get
fucking
back
chicken
to
tenders.
to get back to Slippery Mermaid, they have one called the Steeler Pleaser where they do seared steak.
Yes.
On that, that's super good.
Had that. It is good.
I like a shrimp tempura. I like a lobster if they have that. A lot of places can't have fresh lobster, so they don't do it. I like real crab. I like anything. I don't like the salmon so much, but I'll have like some of the other ones. Like
Yeah.
I'd rather eat like raw fish, like the or like a poke or something like that, versus
like
like
sashimi.
actually eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love sashimi.
So good.
Now that I would drown in some soy sauce. Yeah, yeah. You got to go to Shogun. I recommend that 100%.
Okay.
Like that's
That one's pretty sick.
that's one of my all-time favorite places,
I'll
and
have to check it out for
I've
sure.
been to several sushi places around.
Is that a chain, Shogun?
I'm pretty sure it is. I think
you're
there
right.
might be one in Cranberry.
I think there's
Yeah.
one in Uniontown.
Maybe.
There's
Yeah.
there's definitely a few.
Yeah, that's one of the. They have one of the best sushi rolls I've ever had, and I've gotten like 90% of their.
Now my
rolls.
stomach's growling.
I know, I'm like so hungry now.
good.
Knocked down an owl.
Oh, don't do that. That's the sweetest one. Anyway, let's do stuff to do in Pittsburgh because I want to talk to Danii about some of her news. I want to hit this stuff to do in Pittsburgh, so we're going to do that real fast.
Oh my gosh, it really is officially the holiday season. It's happening now and this weekend. So happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa. Let's get into how to celebrate the holidays this weekend. And we know that most everyone has holiday plans this weekend with their family, but we still have a lot of stuff going on, starting with Coupe de Ville on Friday for candy canes and cocktails. This event brings the festive spirit to fellow Pittsburghers through a creative cocktail experience, and we all know Coupe, they have tons of games and fantastic food, so it sure will be a lot of fun. You can also get into the spirits via the Pittsburgh Ballet Theater's The Nutcracker. There are multiple show times now through December 28th, leaving Yins enough time to dance along to this classic program. It's perfect for a date night or if you want to take the kids to get them a little culture. And there's also still time to see dazzling nights at the Pittsburgh Botanic Gardens. That includes an interactive light exhibit, a 65-foot long tunnel of pure lights, fabulous photo opportunities, and so much more. Be sure to purchase your tickets in advance. And lastly, Hell at the Moon is hosting their annual Ugly Sweater Party on Friday at 5 p.m. This event includes drink specials, multiple contests, and so much more. There is a $10 cover charge at the door, and of course, you have to be wearing your ugly sweater. And as always, for a complete list of events happening this weekend and details on the ones I just mentioned, you can visit our weekend guide. The ladies at Stuff to Do in Pittsburgh, including myself, want to wish you guys all a very happy and extremely healthy holiday season. We are always so grateful to come on this podcast and share some fun happenings with Ian's guys, and we cannot wait to continue to do it next year. So we'll see you guys in 2023. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The wonderful ladies from Stuff to Do in Pittsburgh. I believe that was Britta this week.
If I heard Yins one more time, I was gonna have to die.
Dude, they're great. I don't.
fantastic.
They're
I
great,
love
and we've had them all
They
year.
always do a very good job, but I'm just not a Yin sayer.
I don't know that I've ever said Yins.
I'm with you either, and I feel like we've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Let me first say thank you to Liz, thank you to Britta, Michelle,
Yes.
everybody else from the Stuff
They
to
did
Do in Pittsburgh
fantastic
team.
for
They do a great
2022.
job. They have great events every single week, and
Agreed.
they couldn't have been cooler to us, and I really appreciate them. So I would like to say that. What the hell was I just talking? Oh, Yins.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying the other day. Like, I feel like you can say Yins occasionally, but like if you force it too much, it feels inauthentic.
Yes, I agree.
I've never said
Yeah.
Yins either, and
I
I've
don't
grown up
say
in
it. I
Pittsburgh.
don't say.
my
I
entire
grew
I
up.
say it.
I grew up here my whole life, and I still don't say it. So
My mom grew up.
I think we're all. Never mind. I was gonna insult everyone in Pittsburgh.
I don't
Culture.
I don't from Pittsburgh. I would never say I was from Pittsburgh. I'm not. I lived in a small town called McDonald until I went to North Carolina.
You're from fake Pittsburgh.
Exactly. Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Want to be
Like
Pittsburgh?
I don't think I've ever a day in my life been like, yeah, I'm from Pittsburgh, unless people are like, you know, where you? I'm close to Pittsburgh. I guess. Like, what do you say? New Brighton,
I'm like, what? Where is that?
Beaver
Say
County,
Beaver
and then
County.
oh wow, Beaver County. All the jokes come.
Oh.
Yeah. Cool. That's
LOL.
cool. Yeah.
So
LOL.
funny.
Good
So-
one. Good one.
Wendy's Beaver, man. Ask Matty Malloy about that. Anyway, that's seriously ask him. That was the Wendy's down the street from him, and that's the Wendy's by us, Shay. Remember when we went to Wendy's and got fucking potatoes at 7 in the morning? Okay,
I
we won't get on that because I'm gonna
absolutely
puke. It'll make me super
Like
sick.
baked potatoes?
They're like breakfast potatoes.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Have you
like-
ever had the breakfast, like Wendy's
No.
breakfast?
I have not.
no.
Wendy's breakfast gets slept on.
It is
Okay.
phenomenal. I would
Honey buttered chicken biscuit or whatever, if they still have that or
God.
not, man,
yeah,
with
they
the
have
reds.
Like a maple. They have like a maple honey.
Oh, maybe it is maple
It's like
butter.
the maple honey
Yeah, yeah.
or something. Chicken. They also have like a baconator version of a breakfast sandwich.
Okay.
It
I'm
has like
I'm
a
listening.
couple different
Giddy up.
cheeses, and one of the
Okay.
cheeses is like it's like a runny cheese. Like I don't know what it is. It's
Like a-
fucking phenomenal. Wow! But they also have these breakfast fries, which is like a steak fry kind of.
Okay.
I would literally shoot my mom in her foot for the one. They're
All right, so they're okay. I tried them.
Absolute
Yeah.
best. Wendy's breakfast
in.
fries.
I'm
are
ready.
Absolutely
Okay.
amazing.
All right,
You have
good
to
to
try
know.
them.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I'm with
Like,
you. I'm
they're
with Shay on that.
so good. People don't know about it. I don't even think people like really know that Wendy's has breakfast.
every single time we've had this conversation, it's gotten out of control, and it's gotten out of control with us like feeding on each other because we're on the same team, man. Wendy's breakfast, fucking potatoes, whatever they
Yeah.
are, mwah, chef's
so
kiss.
good. We literally went like that was the only thing that we got. 7:00 in the morning. That's all that we got. That was it. Just the fucking Wendy's.
16 orders of potatoes.
They're
Just potatoes. I
Welcome
just
to Flavor
imagine
Town.
you guys sitting on a curb, like eating baked potatoes, and I was really confused.
Welcome to Flavor Town.
Oh, it's so good.
They're so, and you don't like, you really don't have to have ketchup or anything. Like you could just eat that, and it's seasoned perfectly. It's crisp. It's like so good.
Quick
Oh my
note on
God.
baked potatoes, and people won't do this because they're they're uppity. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what I
yeah.
say.
Okay,
Shay.
all right.
Put ketchup on
You-
your baked
No,
potato.
no. What I
love
say, when you make a baked potato, you coat that in olive oil and salt. First off, that's the way to do it on the
Like
outside.
the thick salt, sea salt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course. Yeah. For
Of course,
sure.
thank
yeah.
you.
Duh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, you cover that in that. You open it up. You put your cheese, your bacon, your butter. Obviously, you eat that shit like a hot dog, man.
Okay.
People won't do it.
actually
People
would
won't
not-
do it. It's so good, man.
I'm
Do
pretty
yourself
sure
a favor.
I have done that before, in like a rush though, but never like
Right, like
yeah, where you just like eat it like a hoagie.
I also-
I can eat it like
I'm
a
just
hot dog.
imagining
Yeah.
You want
doing
what you want
this.
to bind.
Yep,
Yeah,
I
man.
can do that.
It's as much of a sandwich as a hot dog is.
I guess
Don't
that's fair.
you
We're gonna go
fucking
down this. We'll
don't
go
you
down.
fucking
We'll go down this.
Oh,
You want to go down it? You want to go
Are
down
we-
this
are we
road?
traveling?
Shay, we're an hour and 17 minutes in. We have some
We
stuff to
still
talk
haven't even
about.
talked to Danny yet.
I know. So we're not going to go down the is a potato a sandwich route.
We are gonna get there one day, you guys. Especially with Michelle.
Right, exactly.
yeah.
She's
we need
the
her
perfect
intake.
person to go down that
Yeah.
road with.
That's
Road
right.
Yes.
fucking trip
You
partner.
know what? I guess you have to tune into January with Aaron Kleiber and Michelle, man.
Okay.
Oh my
okay.
god, Danny, you're invited to the.
Thank
Obviously,
you.
man. Danny
Thank
will be
you.
here.
So inconsiderate.
I will be here.
He didn't invite me either just now either. So it's-
Everyone's invited all the time.
Put
It's going to be
potato
a
on that
big
card.
party, and Chris will instantly regret it.
I won't. There's things I instantly regret. I think that one will be safe. Now, Danny,
Next time we're giving Michelle the cue cards.
Shay,
told
what do
me
you
what
have?
to
You
write.
you just have piss and potatoes written down.
That's her note
Perfect,
for
man.
the entire episode. And honestly, I think you just title it that, Piss and Potatoes.
Piss and Potatoes sounds
Piss
like a
and
90s
potatoes.
album.
I would eat at whatever restaurant was called Piss and Potatoes.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, who wouldn't?
I think it's down by the Benedum, man. I think they have a beard-winning chef.
I just totally snorted that when you said that.
It's actually down the street from me in Brentwood.
I want to see if it got to the part yet where Michelle has spit her beer everywhere.
Oh my God, I want to watch it.
Oh, can we watch? Oh no,
I hope
maybe
so.
we gotta
I
walk
don't know
back
if
now.
it got there already.
Wait, this
Oh wait,
my
is she
God.
going to drink now? We're all watching. We're
it
all
it?
watching. Yeah, there we go.
I love it so
She's so
much.
getting classy. She's like, I'm so sorry.
Like,
I'm so sorry.
I like that she apologizes for that when the first 10 minutes of the show was talking about me drinking my own puke.
Vomit. Yes, right.
Yes.
Exactly.
I think we'll be all right.
Yes.
You know, with Danii,
All right.
it's your time to shine. We'll do a
ready.
couple. How many stories do you have? You have like 2 or 3?
I have 3 stories.
3 is the perfect number. I'm so proud of you.
Perfect.
That's a good answer.
He's never said that to me.
Well, be proud. Then.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
I don't
Do
know
something worthwhile,
if
Shay.
I completely understood the assignment, but these are.
that's just like your opinion, man.
He's a dick.
Go ahead, Shay.
It took up 22 minutes of your time.
Do you want to
Go
hear
ahead.
Shay do the impression of that?
Yes, I absolutely do.
I hate
So
it here.
yeah, no, we do
I don't
have.
know exactly what he said.
Ready?
When I did it.
This is Shay's
ready.
impression of the dude from The Big Lebowski.
Yeah. Well, that's just like your opinion, and my nicest got away.
It's pretty
Oh my
good.
God, yes. Yes.
Now this is going to be a segment we have coming up. I asked Danii to find some big news stories, and I'm excited to see what Danii would like to talk about. So we
Okay.
have to think of a name for this segment, and we'll probably
We
get
do.
some music for it.
But at the tits, I'm good to go.
All right, Shay, calm down over there. Shay, calm down. I know you're excited about
I know.
Danii,
I'm very
but Danii,
excited about her
please.
stories. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Thank you so much.
Also, your index cards are great.
Thank you. I picked highlighter colors
I love
because
'em.
they're my favorite.
I'm embarrassed. I put mine down here.
I love them.
I just like randomly found these in my home. It would have been on Post-it notes otherwise. So I found 3 stories that like 2 kind of relate to me, 1 does not. But I
Okay.
felt like we should touch on sports because
Oh, okay.
sports.
Well, there you go, Shay.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Danii, this Miller Lite was for you too.
Oh my God,
Just so
is
you're
it?
aware. In case you hated your beer,
She
I
wants to know
had
if
that
you
as
can
a
fucking
backup.
open it for her.
Open it for me.
Twist off, man. It's
Oh
Miller
my
Lite. Most domestics are
God.
twist
So, like,
off.
It's a very like nice thing to do before I shared these stories.
Oh yeah, no, the domestic, the beers you see all the time, Miller Lite, Bud Light, all
do
those
love a
kinds.
Millie.
They're usually twist off, Yingling, what have you. Cheech is a big Yingling fan.
A
Shay,
big what? Eagle fan.
Yingling.
Oh, go on.
I like Yingling, but I have a love-hate with Yingling.
Yeah, no, he's obsessed. So.
He is obsessed with it. He is. He loves it. It's his favorite thing in the whole wide world.
I know.
I'm a Miller Lite gal.
Oh yeah.
All right.
There's no talking to him. But go on.
Let's do it. Rapper Drake reportedly lost $1 million on his World Cup bet. Did you
What?
hear about this?
Did he take France or what?
He took Argentina and they won, right?
Yeah. So what? Did he take him by a spread?
So I guess. So I kind of lost interest. I did try to read the article and like halfway through.
You're like, this sucks.
I'm like, this is a lot. But something about, I guess, within like the last like 90 minutes
Okay. So
of the match, it didn't go in the qualification of his bet. So he lost $1 million.
Oh, okay.
no.
So
And the team he went for won. I would be
Yes.
furious.
Yes.
I know
Yeah.
very little about soccer, but I do know quite a bit about betting. Now,
Okay,
the
good.
way that it goes,
It's called football.
a soccer match or football match in this situation, okay?
American football. Go ahead.
There's
I
2
mean,
halves.
none
There's
of it.
45 minutes half. So they play 90 minutes,
Football, yeah.
and then they play extra time, okay,
Okay.
for like stoppage or whatever. The ball goes out of bounds, whatever it is. So they play extra time at the end. So I'm guessing his bet was through the first 90 minutes of regulation.
Probably.
Argentina would win. Now with Argentina and France in the World Cup, I believe Argentina was up 2. I'm only going based on what some guy told me earlier, so I'm trusting everything in him. He said Argentina was up 2. France came back, tied it at 2, and then it was 3-3. Went into overtime,
I
essentially.
did read that.
So the moment
Which
they went
is-
into overtime, he was fucked.
Now, yeah, right. So I think it ended there. Now, after that overtime kind of period of I don't know what it's called. It's like the time that got wasted. They
Yeah.
throw it on. It's like extra time.
Like after the 90.
Right. So
Okay.
all the time that got wasted, they added on to the end. So it's 90 minutes of actual playing time. At that point, it went into goal kick. So they just kick it. So it's basically in hockey, like how
It's
they
like
go
a
to a
shootout?
shootout. Exactly.
Yes. Okay.
So
Good job, Danii.
Yes.
So
Hashtag
my
sports.
guess, and like I said, I'm just speculating. He probably guessed Argentina to win in the 90 minutes. Since it went beyond that, he lost.
He lost
I'm sure he has
because
money to
$1 million.
lose. Fuck Drake. Who gives a shit? But I'm guessing that's what it is. I thought it was
Do
going
we
to be a
know
Raptor
how much
thing.
he would have won if he won?
$2.75 million. I do remember that. Yeah. So he lost $1 million.
Just so we're all clear,
imagine?
so we're all
No.
clear, he basically did a 1 to 2.7. That's not even that big of a gamble for somebody like that.
Can we look up Drake's net worth?
Yes, we need to know how much he's worth.
I'll type it up.
Can we do
Shay,
that?
I should have looked that up.
now whenever I'm searching something, that's all the
Should we
homies on
guess
you
how much he's worth?
For how to guess. Yeah, you guys guess and I'll search it. Okay.
Okay,
I feel like we should guess how much
What did
he's
you say
worth.
my job is? You said this is all on me.
To fill the time while I'm searching, you just toss.
Absolutely.
So what do you think he's worth?
What do we think he's
so
worth?
I'm gonna say Drake is probably. I'm gonna say 7.8 mil.
I'm going to say 11.5.
Okay. I'm going to go 20.
I was gonna say I think we're shooting really low.
I'm going to go 20. Yeah,
you
I feel
are.
like he's
You are.
Okay, 45 million.
56.
because I feel like he's probably not worth more than like a Kardashian.
He's definitely not a bill.
According to
I'm saying 56 or 78.
Wikipedia and whatever this says, it says Drake net worth is 150 million.
Oh, so this is like
it's
literally
150
like
million.
nothing.
It's like a dollar.
literally he
It's
wipes
like a
his
dollar
ass
for
with
him.
it. Exactly.
Okay. Well, I don't feel bad
I don't
for
feel
him.
bad for him at all.
No.
I feel hilarious that I gave him $2 million.
I feel like he's worth $2 million.
Actually, I take it all back. The more recent one, net worth of 2022 is 260 million. So
$260
Okay.
I said 11. I said 11.
Yeah, we were like
We're
2,
like 50.
11. I'm like the highest I went was 78.
Okay, so how much is like a Kardashian worth?
how much? Okay, which one? Because I would assume Kim and then
Kim.
Let's
and
do
then-
Kim.
Do Kim.
Do Kim.
Do
Wait,
Kim
what are the other ones?
Kardashian,
Chloe and what's the other one?
Kylie.
No, those are Jenner's.
Kourtney.
Shay. God,
Kim, right?
Chloe. Okay.
Isn't
Chloe,
I guarantee
Kourtney,
it's Kim, then
Kendall,
Chloe.
Kylie.
It's definitely Kim, and then what's the other one? And then Chloe.
Yeah.
Courtney. It's
Kourtney.
Kim, Courtney,
Kourtney.
Chloe, and then
You think Courtney's higher? You think?
I'm saying the Kardashians, man. Kylie Jenner is probably worth more than all of them. man.
Probably,
but she's a
yes.
Jenner, not a Kardashian. I can't believe I'm saying this to people right now.
We group them all together with their sisters.
Okay.
It's my favorite show to watch.
They're
They're not-
fucking sisters.
Okay, so what? They share a bank account, man?
I mean, come on.
They have different last names. We're talking about Kardashians. I would say, if we had to do it, I'd say, I still think Kim's worth the most.
More
Maybe
than Kylie?
I'd
Kim
say
and
it's
Kylie
Kim
are
and
at the
Kylie.
Kim and Kylie are at the top, and then it's a substantial drop off. Then probably Kendall is my guess.
Bye. I say
Wow,
Kendall's at
I
the
think
bottom.
Courtney's is about to go up. Have you seen the
No,
Blink
dude,
182
Kendall's a
tickets?
model, isn't she?
Fucking insane.
I agree.
Dream
I would say
crusher.
I think she's probably the lowest.
Courtney?
I would say Kendall's the lowest.
Yeah, but she's like a supermodel.
That's what he just said, that she's a model, but I don't know. I'm not sure. We need to figure it out. I'm going to say that Kim's still probably at the top, but it is definitely a battle between her and Kylie.
I love that we're talking about
I'll
this.
say it must be a thing.
I'm gonna keep. Okay.
You guys
So
all know their
according
names
to
I know everything. Everything.
according to this, Kim Kardashian's 1.8 billion.
Okay, that makes
Okay.
sense.
Kylie Jenner is 900 million. So far,
I
checking
knew it.
out.
Kim
So
is-
far, checking out with what
Kim is
this guy who
highest.
knows idea. No, I don't see third. I'm going with the other Jenner, man.
You think that it's
I'm
what's
gonna-
the other Jenner?
Kendall.
Kendall.
I'm going Kendall.
You're saying
I'm
Kendall's
gonna say
third.
Chloe. I'm gonna say Chloe.
I'm going curveball. I'm going Rob Kardashian. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I'm going
That's
Kendall. I
funny.
just wanted to flex that I
I'm
know.
going to say that it's
number
it's
3?
definitely not Kendall.
Kris Jenner. That doesn't
Chris.
count. We're
That
talking about the
doesn't-
kids.
No.
I thought Chris would actually be pretty up there, but
Caitlyn Jenner doesn't count once again. Courtney,
Courtney.
65.
and then who's after that one?
Chloe, 50.
She's only
Wow,
50?
Shay. And Kendall is 40. Only 45 million for Kendall.
Yeah, I
it?
knew she'd be.
Jeez.
We
Rob's
said she'd be
10
at the
million.
bottom.
Yeah.
Rob's
Brody.
only 10. He ain't
Yeah,
shit.
man.
I mean, Rob like
What a
makes
fucking
socks.
loser, man. Only $10 million. He probably only has like 3 or 4 yachts. What a fucking
What
loser.
a fucking loser.
Loser.
Hate him. Oh
Gross.
my god.
I'm glad this is our World Cup talk.
I'm really happy that it went there.
I'm glad it did too.
How the fuck did it get there?
This is what I wanted, guys.
This is why we want these news
Do
stories.
you remember whenever it was Shay's news?
Yeah.
That was a fun time. We did it
That
like
one
twice.
story one time,
Ooh.
maybe 18 years ago.
He ain't lying.
Yeah. What was the story? Okay, let's go to number 2.
All right, second story.
This is right. Hate him.
This directly impacts my life.
Okay.
Both stories do, but this one definitely does. Starbucks workers begin 3-day walkout at 100 U.S. stores.
When today?
Do you know
Yes.
why?
It started today.
Yes, because they are trying to unionize the coffee chain. And I had to look up what a union was because I didn't know what a union meant.
Okay,
So
that's
what?
nothing
They
wrong with
just
that.
want a certain amount of wages and time off and
Yes.
PTO and all that
Yes.
stuff.
Yes, so
Because it's getting so close to the holidays and they're feeling overworked. You have to do it for 2 fucking months.
Dude, Starbucks makes so much. I'm sure they fucking cut
They
their
definitely probably
employees.
underpay them.
Oh,
They probably treat them like
100%.
shit and overwork
I'm not
them.
saying they can't, and I understand that
Everybody's
they're running a
overworked during the
business.
holidays when you work in retail, though.
Right. Everybody's overworked in general, especially around the holidays.
I work in the medical field and I'm overworked. Like, I work at home. In
That
the
being
medical
said,
field,
at the
and
end of the
I'm
year when we
overworked,
see
yeah.
that Starbucks made $18 billion in revenue and something, yeah, maybe a
Do you know
couple.
how much money Starbucks makes during fucking Christmas time?
how much do they make during
I don't-
Christmas
I don't-
time?
I
Probably
don't
look
want
that up. You don't want to know?
I'll look. I do know that I have to pee, so I'm gonna look.
I did go have a Starbucks today, and they were not on strike.
Okay, so maybe it's not all the stores. It said across the nation that this was
100 stores
happening.
in total.
Yeah.
Okay.
And apparently this happened on their famous Red Cup Day.
Is it Red Cup Day?
It's not
Yeah.
Red Cup Day, but in November they have their Red Cup Day when they release their holiday flavors. I know a
Okay,
lot
yeah.
about Starbucks.
I love Starbucks.
Same.
Have you ever had their it's the oat milk brown sugar shaken espresso? Why
Yes.
the fuck is it so good?
It's amazing.
good.
It's
Have you
so
had it?
good.
Yeah, it's so good.
Dude, it's so good. I just
Starbucks
found it a couple
revenue
months ago.
reached $26.58 billion in 2002.
Right, so maybe pay your workers more. I don't
2002,
know.
that was 20 years ago.
2022.
Oh, 22.
you see-
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, I said 20. I said 2010. Yeah, 2022. So yeah, recently.
Okay.
I would never work there. though.
Like,
their
okay.
job is
God,
fucking
no.
hard.
These are my two opinions on it. Number one, if you're at Starbucks, it's probably a part-time job. I wouldn't suggest it to do a career, but like I'm sure there's building, and you can, hopefully, work your way up. You would
Right,
hope that in
right,
business.
yeah.
That being said, I'm sure Starbucks, which is $1 billion company, I'm sure there's some
Easily.
money to be thrown around. I'm
I
sure they
agree.
could.
I agree.
Now I
Yes.
know a lot of these places don't want unions because they don't want the workers to have whatever.
They don't want the workers to be treated how they deserve, but also.
But, like, your
I'm not
lot
saying
There-
shit,
there's-
but don't
there's
make
definitely
your
some middle
career
ground.
out of Starbucks as just a regular worker, making like just a regular barista.
Right.
That might sound extremely fucked up because I support anybody who's working in any type of position. I think it's great that you're working, and I think it's great that you're trying. In Starbucks, I wouldn't be able to make your coffee. I can't deal with that long ass line. I wouldn't work there. I would
No.
not do it. I wouldn't. But like at the same time, you probably are underpaid. We all fucking are. Are you underpaid? Are you underpaid? I'm fucking underpaid.
I
Like,
wouldn't say I'm underpaid.
We're all underpaid. Most of us. Fuck Danii, but most of us are underpaid.
Because I
for the talent for the talent
love
and
my job.
skill for the talent and skill and knowledge and eye candy that I bring every day, Shay.
I can't see.
Absolutely.
Eye candy.
Okay, that's fair.
That can't be accounted for.
Is that
man.
worked into your hourly wage?
Eye candy. Eye candy.
No.
County
it's
is
not
what-
working
yeah,
to his
no.
hourly wage.
Eye candy. That's
Or
what I
wage.
lead the resume with.
Obviously.
Yeah, man.
Obviously.
Yeah, I'm proficient in Microsoft Office, but I'm also eye candy, man. So let's
I
lead
guess
with
we
that.
got
Eye
together
candy.
and planned like we're gonna go on strike. Like we're just gonna do this, and we're gonna do it whenever they need us.
I'm
Fucking
gonna-
most, which is smart on their part.
It is. It's
But
very smart.
But if you want to be selfish, fuck off and get back to work. I
I'm
want my coffee.
going to spell it like
But on their
Apple
part,
would
it's
too.
smart.
It is very smart.
It is.
Especially on Red Holiday
Because
Cup
they
Day.
really might fucking actually listen to them because like no, we need you right now.
Right. Like now's the
We'll
time.
do what you want because get back to work.
It's our
So,
Super Bowl.
Yeah. Honestly, it's probably a really good. They're probably smart about it.
They
I
have
want
the
my shaken
iPad,
espresso.
they have the iPad, they have the iPhone, and now they have the eye candy, Shay.
Oh.
That's all they need, man. Danii, let's get to your third story, and then we can wrap it up.
All right,
'cause
so my last
We've been
story-
going pretty good now.
is the one that personally attacks me the most.
Okay, I can't wait.
For all you comedy fans out there, Adam Sandler is coming to PPG Paints Arena
Okay.
on February 8th.
Oh.
February 8th.
February 8th. I would like everyone to know that is my birthday eve. I will not be
Oh.
in town.
February.
And I'm
Wait,
really
are you
upset.
serious?
Yes. I will be in
Where are you
Tennessee.
going?
I'll be in Tennessee for my birthday.
I'm so sorry.
What a
I am
loser.
so upset, and I love Adam
cancel
Sandler.
those
He is the
plans.
love of my life.
Yeah.
Cancel.
What's the best Adam Sandler movie?
Oh,
And what's the worst?
The Wedding Singer is my number one.
That's a good answer.
I love that movie.
Wedding Singer, after growing up and looking back, is his best movie. I agree.
It's so good.
Yeah.
The worst one is Jack and Jill 155%.
I haven't watched it, but I
Oh,
guarantee.
she had a good answer
I-
that quick for both worst and best. Good for you.
I gotta be
I'm his
honest.
number one
Both
fan.
Good for you.
both of her answers are beyond legitimate. Those are good answers.
Yeah,
I agree.
I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't know, but yeah, I agree.
So I'm writing him a letter.
Happy
because I'm really
Gilmore is
upset.
great.
I've heard.
Happy
50
Gilmore is
First Dates.
great.
50
50
First
First
Dates.
Dates
So
is good. Yeah.
good.
Sandler has a bunch of good movies. Like they're enjoyable. Are they Emmy Award or Academy Award winning? Probably not. But if you
Does
go
he
in,
deserve one?
you're
'Cause
you're,
he's, like, that
you're
great?
not
Yeah.
upset that you spent money on that going in.
Has
You know
anyone-
what it is.
Has anyone seen that Gem movie? That new one
Yes.
with Adam?
No.
Is it good?
I like it.
What is it?
Did you?
But I'm biased because I like
'Cause
him. But
Adam
it's a good
Sandler.
movie.
What's it called?
Uncut
Uncut
Gems.
Gems.
Uncut Gems. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a serious role for him, though. Like he's
I've
like
not
a
heard of it.
serious person. Yeah,
It's
it just
good.
recently came out.
It's
maybe,
very
like, last
long.
year.
Yeah.
Is it last year? I mean, long.
It's it's very long.
Is it last
it's
year?
so long.
That's gonna be a sound drop, just so you're
Okay,
just so
perfect.
we're all on the same.
She said it perfectly too.
She said it,
it's
yeah.
so long.
It's so long.
All right, let's. It's an
Chris
hour
has
and
to pee. We
35,
have to
man.
go.
I do have to pee, man. But everybody, I'm so impressed, man. This was a great show. This is how
You
we're
had
ending.
all women. What did you expect?
I expected,
You expected
exactly
fucking
this, Shay.
greatness.
That's why I had it, man.
Exactly.
That's why I had it.
Good answer.
I knew I could pull the weight of 3 men with 3 women, so I figured why not do that, man.
Chris, you barely talked this whole episode. We
I
literally
know,
took
man.
over.
You know
Yeah,
what?
that's what happens
I'm
when we're
fine.
together.
I'm fine being the producer here, man.
Fuck you, hell no.
But anyway, but no, Michelle, Danny, Shay, I'm seriously, thank you so much all year. I appreciate everything. You guys are all great.
It's been a great
I
year.
appreciate the stuff you're doing.
For
Pittsburgh
podcasts.
ladies, everybody who comes on. Dustin Dowling's come on a couple of times. Everybody who keeps coming on. I definitely appreciate it. It's so fun to keep doing this. It's so fun to meet these people. So I really appreciate it. I'm very lucky, and I'm very lucky to have all of you people and everybody listening. So thank you very, very, very much. Shay, anything you want to end on?
No, just that I'm very grateful to be here. Personal life 2022 has sucked. Podcast life 2022 has been fantastic. I definitely look forward to being here all the time and meeting all the guests that you bring on. And I think that you're doing a fantastic job. So definitely a very good year for the podcast.
Let's get another Best of the Berg, man.
We deserve it.
Let's do it, man. Michelle, thank you so much. It's always awesome. Tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
Sure, you can find me on Instagram at Pittsburgh Foodie Girls. Pittsburgh_foodie_girls_. Yes, you can find me there, and I post my stuff every week whenever I have a chance. I love to post stuff after these shows, so I will be posting photos for the people who were just listening in my story this week, so you can catch me there.
Absolutely. Danny, you've been doing a bunch of stand-up dates anymore. Look at you anymore. I'm so proud of you. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Tell everybody where they can find you.
So you can find me at Danii Kaufman with 2 I's. I also have a podcast at Damn It Danii Podcast. That's 2 M's and 2 I's. And Damn It and Danii. And I'm hoping to do more stand-up next year.
Yeah, me too. I'm trying to work as much as I can so I can take a couple days off to actually start doing some stuff coming up. Shay.
And this time I'm going to force Chris into promoting when he's going to be doing stand-up. I
Yes.
think that'll
Yes,
be
for
very
sure.
nice
Yes.
for him to promote when he's planning on going,
Yeah.
so that he can get the support that he deserves. I would love to be there. He did not invite me the last couple of times. It's fine.
Rude.
Moving forward, though,
Just so we're clear,
we'll
I don't
make
invite
sure that
anybody
he
until
posts.
I think it's good enough to invite somebody to.
That's fair. That's fair.
If you want to watch me go out and eat donkey shit talking about Jimmy V masturbation jokes, then go for it, man.
Fucking
Great
masturbation.
time.
What the fuck do you mean?
Yes.
I fully
It's
support
everyone's
this.
favorite
man.
subject.
Yeah.
That's what I want to talk about.
Well, then see me at Willow Station on January 7th. No, I'm kidding.
Well, don't fucking teaser it.
It's probably
Come on.
January 10th because the 9th will be a Monday, so the 10th would be a Tuesday. Fuck yeah, I'll be there January 10th.
There we
Cool.
go.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Very
Anyone
cool.
We'll
wants
make
to
sure
stop
to
by?
promote it and post
I'll write a
it
bunch of
everything
stuff
correctly
yeah.
this time.
Check
All
me
the
out on
people.
an open mic. Yeah, okay, no, yeah. But we'll work on that. But Danny, thank you so much. Hopefully we will be seeing a lot more of you coming up. Michelle, it's always a pleasure to see you. These Market Square ones are super great, and I have to stop at the yard.
Yes,
the pictures are always fantastic.
Yes.
Anybody listening, check her out. You won't be sorry for that. Shay, it's always a pleasure to see your beautiful face. And anybody here, Danii, Michelle, on your way out, make sure you smell Shay. She smells delicious.
I will sniff you before I leave. 100%.
Please do.
I will do some sniffing.
That's a nice compliment.
Let's have a nice hug, a nice embrace.
Absolutely. But this was an awesome way to end 2002, Shay's best year.
2022, he said.
Dude, that's the second time I did that, man. Oh, anyway.
Talk about back
He
to
needs
the
to be
future.
2022. I'm feeling
Straight back to
2022,
past.
man. All right, let's wrap this up because I'm gonna pee out of my eyes, man. So for the wonderful Danii Kaufman, for the wonderful Michelle from Pittsburgh Foodie Girls, for the wonderful Shaylee baby, I am Chris.
Yay.
Thank you for listening.
I'm going to say I'm so happy
Yeah.
that I was allowed to be part of your day.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. We hope you had a good time. If you did, be sure to subscribe to the show to catch the latest episodes and share with your friends. We can't promise not to embarrass you. And if you just can't get enough, follow us on Instagram at Poor Man's Podcast 412, Twitter at Poor Man's Pod 412, and Facebook. This is Pittsburgh's own Poor Man's Podcast, signing off. See you next week.
I can't do it. I'm on the spot. My niceness has gone away.